Bruh.
What are we waiting for?
Don't know.
To talk.
I'm being very lazy.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if
I'm gonna get a guitar.
I'm waiting for Vic to
Me.
join the table.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. Blame it on Vic. Bastard.
yeah, that's unusual, isn't it?
I'm waiting for the pings are reasonably settled.
Yeah, they're fine.
They're fine. They're fine. They're fine. Jamie's is at 205. They're fine. They're fine. They're fine. Big. So it's
Always
it's
the way, isn't it? It's always the
Download
way.
the link, round again.
No, I've already checked. I'm not downloading anything, but I do have one,
No
two,
point tonight.
I do have 3 other people in the household all using the internet at the same time, so
Sure. It's fine. This is not a super demanding,
I don't believe it.
It can be.
I will be timing your turns, and if your mouse is idle for too many seconds, I will kick you. Yeah, right.
Sweet.
This is a job now, people.
this is D&D and hardcore mode.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah. I have heard of DMs like timing turns. And I guess if you were at a table of like 10 or more people, it would be worthwhile. But
World campaigns.
yeah, people do stuff like that.
You get 6 seconds to take your turn.
Yeah, real time D&D.
Real time D&D, yeah.
Fuck's sake. This piece of shit. Shouldn't have moved it earlier now.
Like a
it's
fucking
fucked.
drunk drone.
I moved it earlier, now it's fucked. Whatever.
Where's my guitar?
G string.
Sorry.
Strings.
Okay. All present? Ready for the crawl?
Yeah.
Yep.
So, the party begins in almost the same place as they ended the previous session. You have traveled to Borolar with the intent of riding a little further north to meet with Hessine. Hessine is, by all accounts, an elf, a priest, a long-time member of the court of Lurich. A prisoner in her own domain, and potentially a source of information regarding the reign and history of King Rusale in Lurich. The situation is complicated by the fact that the ground north of Borolar is disputed. The next major town along, Wellston, has fallen to an invading force from the north, characterized by your domestic military as barbarians, raiders, disorganized,
That's not cool.
heathens, and vandals.
No
And as
cost.
such, you haven't heard of any Goths, but as to whether there will be any, no promises.
Any big titty goths.
I'm not ruling it out. Right?
I'm almost certain the big titty goths are the ones that sacked Rome. It wasn't actually these
Yeah.
horrible heathens they talk about. Just a bunch of big titty goths.
Have you met a
I mean, they're one
Have
and
you
the
met a
same,
German?
right?
They're less scary.
Screw that.
My point.
They're totally distracted. You carry on.
Yeah, that's all right. That's okay. On heading off, though, a distraction took place. Jethro discovered that he had had an item of some value pilfered from his pocket. Picked, you might say. And the party set upon the town of Borrela to discover the fate of it. Recover it. You encountered an associate, an acquaintance of Obadiah's, a classmate perhaps named Galazar, who has set up a magic shop and a small runic practice here in Borrela. His business practices seem somewhat eccentric. He seems deliberate and exclusive, but as such was able to command a reasonable price in exchange for his services. He was some help, however, and indeed has invited you all back for an evening's entertainment, should you happen to still be in town, in the hopes of himself seeing this mysterious artifact that you yourselves have been seeking. Some of you took up a perch near the docks on the edge of town. Obadiah has sat for an afternoon of study. Meanwhile, Tor and Tongi pointed their eyes around the area and caught a glimpse of two young boys stealing the hats of tourists and townfolk, refugees and ruffians, but ignoring certain others going in and out of a fishing tackle shop. On investigation, you found that they did not have the Sift Amsa, the item which Jeffrey was seeking, but a handful of other pilfered items. And an encounter with Gregor the shopkeeper, his wife, his son's friend, revealed a small network of locals sending stolen goods and gold down the river in exchange for a new technology in the nation of Lurich. Firearms, with which they hope to defend their hometown when the invading horde comes. The last few moments of the session involved Gronon taking a rather blunt object approach to this. He commandeered the mind and body of a man walking by in the street who had been carrying a delivery to the shop, a man named David. And upon getting what he wanted, killed that man, square in front of his shopkeeper friend. And so we pitch back in. Gronon, you stand there in the shop, blood leaking from the nose of the late David. It is only after his death that you learned his name, as Gregor looks aghast at you from behind.
I want to pick up a firearm.
Yes. There were a few in the box, although no ammunition, no powder, but pistols, definitely. In the box that's here in the shop in front of you. Now, your friends have found some other things stashed downstairs.
No, it's fine. I'm going to use my scroll of modifying memory on Gregor's face.
Okay, excellent. Right. So Gregor gets a wisdom save, is that right?
Yeah.
There's no ammo. There's no ammo. That's why you're not going on a mass shooting and killing this
Make sure
family.
he cleans up the body.
If the spell is on your class's spell list, but at a higher level than you can normally cast. I don't know what level modify memory is, because the scroll actually isn't a scroll.
Yes. So
Have you heard of Google, bro? Jeez.
Yeah, I'm just looking now.
Modify Memory is normally a 5th level spell, but it is not normally a sorcerer or cleric spell.
Okay.
It's a bard and wizard spell, but...
So as it is a... Because it's not on my class's spell list. But I can cast this level.
You absolutely can cast it. You normally have level 5 spell slots, don't you?
Yes, I believe so.
I think rules is written if you're casting outside of your spell list, I'd require an Arcana check. I don't care. Just cast it.
He can.
Scroll is 50 spells. Spell saving throw is 17.
Excellent.
And
Okie dokie.
I believe it's wisdom. I just need to look at it because
It is a wisdom spell. I'm going to rule you are not currently fighting Gregor because otherwise he'd have advantage on the save. 17, you said the DC?
Yep.
Okay, so he needs an 18 or higher because he's got a -1. Because these are not smart or complex people that run a fishing shop in a fishing village. Like,
cool.
You know. There we go. Yep, that's a fail.
Cool. I want to. I need to read the actual specifics of how much I can show this. It turns reshape.
So he has the charmed condition for the next minute, and then is kind of unaware of what's going on. And so you read from the spell, and he, similar to the domination, he stands up. His eyes are vacant, though, and he doesn't have the lockedness that the man you dominated does. He's much more. He looks as though you could flick him on the nose, and he would lose his balance entirely.
Okay.
Now,
I want to alter his memory so that it looks as if Dave has had an aneurysm and fallen over.
Okay.
And I haven't cast a spell or mumbled any words. The guy has just literally stood up and died, and no memory of me charming him either.
So you would like Gregor to completely forget you casting any spells on David?
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's just come in, delivered his delivery, stood up to turn around and leave, and fallen over and died.
Oh heavens to Betsy!
And upon him snapping out of the charm, and that becoming his
last
memory,
minute, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I would like to be like, "Oh my god, what's happened to this guy? We need to help him!" And I'm going to shout that really loudly so his wife hears from upstairs.
And he is similarly. He blinks, and his eyes will refocus, and he rushes over. Oh, by the earth, by the sea! He's stopped the bleeding. Why is he bleeding from the nose? What happened to him?
I just stood up and died. You saw as well as I did.
I stood there and did nothing. And
maybe it was the stress of the situation we were in.
Well, it certainly.
I don't want him to forget any of the bits about the gun and our talks.
And he's blinking at you, and he's looking back and forward from the box of guns to you, to his dead friend, to his own hands that now have blood from the nose, from the leaking nose, and the white fluid coming out of the ears, kind of melding into the cuffs of his sleeve. And he looks over, says, "Go down to the priestess at the Temple of Stillwater. She'll be able to do something, I'm sure. See if she's there. Please."
All right. Let's leave.
The rest of you, listen.
I already stormed out in disgust.
Yeah. And as you go to stand, Gronon, he's going to grip at your cuff. And by all that's good, keep these a secret, would you? And he's pointing to the crate of guns. I know your advice is sound, but...
Yeah. Okay. Listen to the advice. I'm not going to stop you from doing as you will. Free will is, the only bastion we have in this world.
All a man has is his home. You're right.
Still, your loved ones are more important than your home.
And he'll let go of your cuff. And he'll stand back from his friend's corpse. And he's looking down at his... And he's breathing deeply as you turn to leave and step out into the busy street out by the docks. Now, Obadiah, you've been in the pub now for an hour or so, a couple of hours, while the gang have snooped around, looked
Murdered.
for things, spending time a little bit.
Yeah.
Have you found yourself a quiet spot to sit and study?
Yeah, that's the plan. I'd
Yeah.
lock myself up at the bar, or one end of it, and just kind of huddle over the book, so I'm hopefully not disturbed.
Absolutely. No, it's middle of the afternoon. The pub isn't busy. But and as such, the barkeep is, every so often kind of idles over, looks over at what you're doing.
I'll be
You
scratching
catch him
away.
at the corner of your eye.
writing.
Yeah. Yeah. And he'll shake his head a little bit. Go back to, polishing glasses, wiping the bar down. Have you been buying drinks regularly the time that you've been there?
Yeah, I will, and I'll have ordered like lunch as well, considering it's lunchtime, and I'll be here for a few hours.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. And as such, you're mostly left alone. These couple of glances. Locals come in, you feel their eyes on you for a few seconds, but you're not attracting any particular attention. Until Jethro, Tor, and Tongi. Tor, are you still in dog form? I believe you are, aren't you?
I am.
In which case, the two larger members of the party, Tongi and Jethro, leading this curiously sniffing mastiff, will barge through the door.
There he is. Nose buried in a book. No.
Turn to look at them, and what's up? I'm nearly finished here.
We found a cache of... Found it, and we found a cache of boomsticks, like Tyre said. So they're spread around. The dwarf...
You found it.
Yeah, guns. The dwarf killed a man. Couldn't resist it, apparently. Nice.
Cause any trouble?
Well, for one man, nothing else. Yeah, there was a bunch of thieves and some kids nicking stuff, and we investigated and found this cache of stuff. But I don't know if we're going to tell anybody about it, because they said it was for defending the town against the enemy army, which, whatever, probably needs it.
He does. Why'd he kill him?
Oh, I don't know. Ask him that.
I'll interrupt briefly. Jethro, remind me your passive insight.
15. No, that's
15,
not on
okay, cool.
sheet. Mine's 20.
20 total. Okay. The barman is definitely pricking an ear to what you're saying.
Oh, I wouldn't be saying it loud enough that anyone else could overhear. I was sat next to
Sure,
him.
yeah.
I've been trying not
yeah.
to, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
Absolutely.
gonna walk in and say, "Hey, we just murdered a guy," where all the fucking civilians can hear.
Sure. Yeah. But yeah, the barkeep is
Trying to
established as a nosy individual.
You look old, mate.
No, sir. And he'll walk it away.
Right.
Stand at the
I'll
other end
kind
of the bar. Move things around.
Fold up my book, put away my ink and pen, and start to gather stuff up to get out of here.
Where's Grubnut? Is he walked in?
My name wasn't said, was it?
No.
Anything?
Follow behind
I'd
the
say,
group.
yeah, Gronon,
So
you're
you
happy
are
to follow
with us.
behind the group. Did you want to do
Right.
anything else? Yeah.
I'm not going to
Split
find the priest.
easy?
No, absolutely. Yeah. Gronon, a moment later, and by the time Obadiah has folded up his paperwork, Gronon will also walk into the pub.
That was a close one.
Well, what's on there? Right.
I hope you did something. That guy. Well, no. I hope you didn't hurt that man. He saw, you know, what you did.
He won't remember.
He must have had a few drinks by now. Then
Come on, let's get out of here.
I agree.
But
We
you
got-
got the Sift answer back.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
That's what I said. Are we gonna go? So we're gonna go find this magic woman or see that fruitcake about his party?
I think it's more the fruitcake
Yeah.
than the woman we can't get till dawn, and she's a whiles away.
Oh,
It's a few
okay.
hours journey.
So let's go to
But-
a freaky
By
orgy.
horseback, it's about 3 hours. Yeah.
So we go to a
Well, we should
freaky orgy
leave.
to pass the time, I guess.
We should make sure we leave to get there about half an hour to an hour before dawn. Then.
Yep,
Oh,
good idea.
because we don't want to wait another day or an evening.
Why can we only
Time
do it, Dom?
did, because the
The door
temple only opens at dawn.
We want to be there at dawn because they say it opens for a minute. You don't know.
You haven't had any more information or anything more specific than that. So as to what at dawn means,
Exactly.
yeah, that's that. Yeah,
We don't want to be hanging around in the hinterland or
Too
zone,
long.
whatever you might call it, for too long.
We might be able to
So-
fight some, but I don't think we could take an whole army on. Yet.
Well, look, when did Galazar say to call by?
Evening?
Oh, I can't
You said
remember.
evening.
It was just evening. Yeah.
I think it was just the evening, yeah. You just wanted to see the item we were looking for, that's all, wasn't it?
Here's the invitation. You gave me a piece of paper, didn't you?
I would suggest we don't actually show him the Sith answer because he seems like a. Oh, wait, I didn't meet him, but also,
You're
yeah,
a strange chap.
we've already lost it once. Let's not show it to you, fucking weirdo magic guy.
How trustworthy is this man, Obadiah?
He's obsessed with stuff. So, he'll probably be obsessed with this. But whether he'd go to such lengths to get it, I don't know. But also,
why are we seeing this guy? We're just curious.
oh, you guys
to pass the
accepted the
time, I think.
invitation.
There's, we ain't got
It
much
could
else
be-
to do.
It could be worth our while.
Mm.
We might need allies in the future. And he could turn out to be one.
I promise I won't kill him.
One.
what's a
one
promise from
murderous guy.
Grononworth?
Yeah. That one
As far as
murderous
you
guy.
Let's let's get out of this dive bar and go somewhere else for the afternoon until time passes.
Yeah, let's
pass
go
the
back
time.
to like wherever around where that shop was, as opposed to being around the docks where the murder happened.
Yeah.
Okay. So Obadiah, you'll settle up your bill. I mean, don't take anything off. You know, there's no point. And for the rest of you, it certainly feels like afternoon is getting on, but as to when evening happens, it's harder to say. Many of the boats are now tied up. Sailors are making their way into the pub, and so you are greeted by a gaggle of men walking in as you all go to leave. There's some brief argy-bargy, but the size of Jethro in particular means that he'll tower above the rest of the local fishermen. There are soldiers also on the street. Their uniforms are nowhere near as clean as what you would have seen in High Lurie. They aren't wearing the green kind of khakis, the softer uniforms of the soldiers in Ansil either. They have a mixture of plate, of leather strappings, very practical looking armor, set for movement, set for protection. No parade or ceremony about it. Each man seems to be wearing something slightly different. The dwarves have larger, heavier breastplates, whereas there are elves out with much more armor on their arms, plating and leather on their forearms, but almost nothing on their legs.
Curious bunch.
Ignore them.
Could they be mercenaries?
Looks like they're headed off to. Looks
Well,
like
we
they're
could-
headed off to war.
Looks like
Aye,
they've seen a
okay.
bit of battle already. Maybe
not
we should
in
ask them
uniform.
what lies north. About the land around this temple.
It would probably be wise. Maybe speak to their commander. If anyone's gonna know anything, he's gonna know something, can he?
Yeah. Commanders could be a bit
Wait, you-
difficult.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna walk over as a dog. Wait,
Just,
you-
I'll walk over with Tor
Yeah, sure.
Wait.
Yeah.
towards the group.
Where's your commander? You want to speak
We've
to your
already
leader?
spoken to.
No, don't bother the commander. That's Lieutenant Claxton. We'll just talk to these guys. I'd rather
But I'd
boots on the
rather
ground
spoken to their
knowledge.
Actual combat commander, the person. who's
We've
doing-
already spoken to their actual commander.
You've
Yeah,
spoken to
Skytel.
Captain
We don't
Yeah.
need to talk
Captain
to them.
Gaitel.
We just talk to the regular
Well, the one who
guys,
led them
and they're
on the
gonna-
field.
Why do we need to talk to that
Don't
guy?
know.
Gaitel is
That's
like
fine,
the,
yeah.
Talk to these
Gaitel
guys,
is like the
they're right
local
here.
equivalent of Irohan. So he's working out in the office, he's issuing orders, he's moving them around in the field. But as to how much experience he has of battle in recent experience there, you've yet to find out.
I mean,
These
like,
individuals look
they're
tired
battle
and
hardened.
muddy, and
yeah, I mean, like the actual commander they used was on the field fighting with them, not
Mhm.
the fucking commander general. You know, the
Yeah,
upper buttons.
okay. Why don't we talk to anybody else? We've got these battle-hardened guys in front of us. Let's just ask them how it's going. Hello.
but in the meantime,
Have you seen a magic woman?
one of the elves. In the meantime, one of the elves stands and is rubbing his eyes. Sarge, there's a talking dog here.
Am I Dr. Doolittle?
All right, there.
PTSD is a hell of a drug,
That's-
huh?
My friend.
Quirky. Oh, he's not a dog. He's a turtle. Don't worry about it. He's my man. We just look. You look like you just come from the front. What's it like out there?
Yeah. The elf that was speaking looks to the group of you and then over to a man, a human-looking man who stands. And when I say human-looking, I mean at first glance. The ears are rounded, the nose is square, broken. As he stands, as you move over, there's a hardness to his skin. The skin around his neck is almost scaly.
He's a replicant.
He isn't wearing any armor at all, just soft green clothes covered in mud. And there isn't a sword at his belt, but rather a rod of blue-black metal with some runes carved into the side of it.
Very interesting.
Afternoon, chaps. Are you
Sergeant.
all wearing, those of you who have your King's Ward badges, are you all wearing them?
Mine's covered.
Typically,
I can't be asked
yeah.
to dig out the GIF again. Mine's covered like Federal Wildlife
Mine's-
Marshal Will and Holly, ready to be ripped off.
I know what you mean, yeah. But you're keeping it covered for the time being.
Yes.
Tours, I don't think will be visible. Obadiah?
No, yes.
Obadiah is a similar situation to Jethro.
But
He
more
has a
of a.
beneath a lapel or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So they're not visible at the moment.
Well, I was planning on showing it. Yeah, I think
Sure.
I will.
Yeah, absolutely. And his eyes will
Start.
land on it. Yeah.
I'll just flick it out, flick it back in, and offer my hand. Name's Obadiah Black.
I'm Jethro.
Me and a few of these guys here, Kingswood.
How goes
We're heading
battle.
north. Yeah.
Wellston?
Sergeant Daniel Overt. Pleased to make your acquaintance, men of the ward. And he'll take any hand that's offered and shake it. There's a kind of lightness to the grip, like you can feel the bones in the hand a bit more than you're used to.
Mm.
A roughness to the skin, almost more like gripping, again, scales than skin, you know?
I'll gesture over to the barkeep. Round for the
You're
soldiers.
outside the pub.
So
Sorry, we're outside.
sorry, yeah, I should have been clearer. The soldiers are
We left the
almost
pub.
they're almost lined up, and if they were allowed to lean, they would be leaning or even sat on a part of the wall. Their swords and spears are propped up. They are at ease, but waiting for something. You get the impression.
Yeah.
The shorter members of the company, the dwarves, one gnome, are all but sat down on the ground.
You've been to the
But
front.
Daniel Overt,
Sorry.
what front there is, it's all skirmishes and spitting matches so far.
Doesn't seem a very effective fighting tactic.
We switch in, we switch out. Enemy doesn't stay in one place long enough for us to have a proper stand-up fight.
Well, that sounds like a good. I meant the spitting thing more than anything. How's Wellston?
You haven't seen what we spit. But,
Excuse me.
last reports we've had, the mayor up there, Armitage. Wait, no, that's not his name. Radishes, that's his name. Okay, reading a different name off my sheet. The mayor Radishes.
Radishes.
Yeah, his name is Radishes. He's a halfling.
Okay.
Yeah. Turned over without much of a fight.
Word here.
They waded in, killed the priest, made a buddy out of the head, the commerce hall. You know what it's like. And he looks up and down the line. Certain dwarves just want to turn a profit. Sure, you've met the type.
Mm.
Indeed.
Any word of
You know,
what he's going to say?
Well, Helgwade.
Ah, Helgwade's a different story.
Oh yeah, that's why we're actually going. Shit.
Does Hessine still live there?
Hessine is, last I heard, live and well, very healthy. The mayor there is called Armitage. And this is where the mayor there is Armitage. Still keeps hold of the town just about, but they've not got the fighting men to defend it. So we go in, we leave. The enemy come in, the enemy leave. Armitage, you'll sit and have coffee with whoever will hold a cup. Shrewd, you know?
Hmm.
He's got his people to keep safe.
What?
I get it.
But the old family ain't what they used to be. You know, they've got that house up on the hill.
Well, the Armitage family.
So, no. Armitage is the mayor, but he doesn't own the land. It's not enough going on in Elkwade.
Oh, yeah, who owns it then?
We call him mayor, but he's, well, the Gwade family. But it's the young daughter, I forget her name, is all that's left. And she Well, I only heard the stories, and I don't like to repeat them.
Please
Jed,
do.
would I know anything about the Quaid family?
You can roll a history check.
Thank you very much.
I like stories.
Well, I think I got one here for you, a 22.
Woo!
22. Okay.
While you
The,
do that,
the Quaid family. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I was just going to say, I'm going to cast Good Berry and hand a berry out to each of the soldiers.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
win
going
them
to deform.
You're gonna de-dog yourself.
Yes. And then
Absolutely.
do a good berry for them.
Absolutely. Scratch the spell slot. Go ahead with that.
Any changes, I'll introduce them.
Yeah.
Told you it was the
Absolutely. And Tori, you'll have your King's Ward badge similarly on view.
It will be on the staff.
It'll
So
be on the
it's
end of your stick. Yeah. Yeah.
Just I
Absolutely.
shake it in people's face when I want to show them.
That's the question I had. In which case, yeah, Sergeant Over will not try to stop you in any way. Gav, to your memory, the Guade family are a very old Lurs family, at least as old as the Claxtons. Older than the Goss, with a long old line. Strangely, not particularly notable in terms of their contributions to politics or the agriculture or the kind of benefit of the town. But a number of names come to your mind from the wizard school and the annals there. They have made academics and wizards. There have been a number of court wizards that come to your mind. And with the 22, you remember in particular the first name being, give me a second, I've got to open up a different bit of notes here. Duval Guaid, a couple of generations ago, who was almost noted for basically being court wizard and being completely impartial in political decisions. This is their history. It seems to be kind of family tradition, although that's, Duval Guaid is the only one that comes to mind in terms of an individual that you can remember.
Cool.
You will remember with a 22, as Overton is saying to you, the only surviving members of the family. Now, there was Lord Guaid, whose current name is Henry, and he has a daughter named Amara. Now, what Overt is telling you is probably that Henry Guaid is dead or not around, and that Amara Guaid is the only person left around, but you don't know anything about her. You haven't heard these stories that the sergeant himself here is mentioning. Jethro, since you mentioned it, I'm going to invite you to make an insight check as well.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 2, but that's 12, I think. Yeah.
12. When he says, I don't like to repeat these stories, with a 12, you're not likely to get them out of him, but you're not picking up on the reason or it's his polite way of saying, like, I shouldn't have even said that much. Okay, but you're not picking up on the reason or what he's thinking about. Fine. Yeah.
Well, perhaps we visit while we're there.
Oh yeah, we'll talk to all
it would
these
be
people.
good to check up on.
Easy to find. The house overlooks the road on the south side, so you'll have to ride past it. I assume you'll be riding.
Yeah. Accidents arrange horses for us.
What I would suggest, keep yourselves maybe 4 decent paces to the east side of the road. You'll be a little slower going, but you'll get there in one piece more likely.
And these
We're
bands,
watching the
these
roads.
skirmishes.
Oh, well, we've buried one or two things. I'm sure someone else has buried one or two things.
Makes more sense.
It's not in our interest to keep the roads open, but not in our interest to make them look closed either.
These roving bands that you've run into. What sort of numbers are we talking? Is it like a squad of men or a company?
They tend to keep to small groups. Largest we've seen is 6. Smallest has been 2. But the smaller doesn't mean weaker.
Sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, we've gotten a bit of experience. We should be okay.
All right. Like I say, don't take them lightly. Our policies, well, evade and ambush seems to work pretty well.
Ours is scorched earth.
Mm.
Can I talk to one of the dwarfs, Jess?
Throw here out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. There's a dwarf with he's wearing a military issue. There's a couple of dwarves of this group, but the first one you come to, moving off from there, he's wearing a military issue breastplate and bits of armor, nice big heavy greaves, but it's quite clearly been done with a knife rather than a proper chisel or a proper kind of scribe. Scratched a couple of things into the breastplate that indicate that he is of a smithing clan.
What clan?
I would say the Mazenhall, kind of big smithing clan. As to what his family name is, you'd have to ask him. But you'd recognise the insignia.
I'm going to give him a good old classic dwarven hello and brofist.
He looks up and smiles. There is juice from the good berry that Tor has handed out in his mustache.
Friend, Mazenhall, I see. What clan are you?
Aye. Yep. Metalworking clan.
Family name, put you on the spot.
Yeah,
do I know
absolutely. I wasn't expecting this one, so I'm plucking a name. His name is
just a conversation.
Yeah, it's Billhund Armhammer. The
Armhammer.
Armhammers you have. You've met one or two Armhammers. You've heard more people mumbling and complaining about Armhammers in your kind of confessional sessions, where people have come to you to speak and to relieve their burdens. They have a reputation for being good smiths and absolute dickheads in terms of pricing things.
Fair enough. I have no qualms with that.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, I know your family. Yes, very renowned. Yeah. When did you ship out for Mazenhall?
Oh, 4 years ago.
Oh,
Thought
you
I'd be
don't know the
springing
changes.
hammer. What changes?
Whoa.
Been up here for months now. Since before midsummer even. Don't get no letters, do we?
Vic's turned into Roadman Vic. If I could stab us up.
Where's the knife too?
You're going to be quicker on the draw than that, buddy.
I'll regale him with the bad news of Mazenhall and the changes and Simon Hickley stepping down and the demons and the problems with the church, and say, I hope your family are all safe.
With every twist of... Now, do you want to put any kind of particular flair on this? Is there anything in particular you'd like to emphasize or to leave out?
I would like to emphasize that the new rulers,
yeah,
the
new order in the way, yeah,
the new leaders of the people are fucking hell, Vic, are going to steady it, and it will be good, and I hope everyone is fine and they're looked after. And I'm happy to roll deception on that because it's probably not true.
I think, yeah, that sounds reasonable. Are you hiding or obscuring or emphasizing your own role in this?
I will be talking about the good bits. I don't think there was many bad bits in my role in this, in Gromlon's opinion.
Yeah, you were quite
Yeah,
heroic
sure,
in the
yeah.
actual match.
That's what I say.
It was after then.
Yeah.
In terms of
Not
kind of
this guy.
Gronon is leading the revolution and throwing down the oppression of Highcleve, and
Yes. Freeing the dwarfs. That was the Gromlon show.
Yeah,
Which this guy may
slaves.
not like. This guy may be pissed about the entire thing.
yeah. Well, the general response is mostly yeah. Tell you what, Sam, make that deception check.
Whatever it is, it's at least a 17.
Yeah,
Okay, it's a ridiculous number. 34.
30. The response is generally really fucking hell. You and him and that one. That one was no, I didn't know about. You pull the other one, really, and just this like
Pull his leg.
constant stream of like you're blowing his mind. You mean to tell me there was hordes of orcs working underneath the lower part of the city, like even lower?
They're pushing up
'Cause I know about-
trolleys and doing the lights and all that.
Yeah, it's how the whole place was powered by slave labor, which, as you probably are aware, is illegal in the kingdom.
Aye, I'll say so. Didn't join an army to be treated now like no slave.
I like you.
Oh, fucking hell. And you put
Aye.
stop to all that. Turned over
Well, we did.
Highcleve and all that.
Aye, we did.
Fucking hell. Well, they say it's tough to get into King's Ward and that it's stout and good-hearted folk that do. Best foot country and all that.
Aye,
Oh,
just, you know, I hope your family's all good, I'll say.
oh. I'd say. You didn't kill anyone in Upper City, did you?
No. Just
Sure
the golden
were.
cocks.
Ah, well. Them dickheads.
Bunch
Fine.
of bastards.
Yeah, glad we didn't got nothing like that.
The summoning of the demons by, I've forgotten the priest's name. That did most of the damage.
Sigmund?
That was it.
Yeah, Sigmund Freud. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what sparked the chaos, lit the
Fucking
flame.
hell. Well, my family's good, honest, bloody rock and, sweat worshipping.
Rock and stone.
We go to temples
Rock,
of
flag,
Irwin's
and
up in
eagle.
mountain.
Well, I'm sure they're fine.
Indeed. No fucking devils and chain and pit like that.
So tell me of the fighting in the north. I know my compadres have been talking about it. Has there been anything of the outer worldly?
I tell you what, they've got fucking queer faces, some of them. But
I'll laugh at this. A big guttural dwarven laugh.
no, I mean, they pack a good wallop at that. And he'll lift part of his breastplate up and show you what is clearly, to your eyes, like clearly magical burn. He's been hit with very hot fire.
Whoa,
and
some sort of wizard's attack on you by the looks of it.
one or two of them are handy with a spell or two, but well, from what you've told me, you're familiar with that. Know what you're doing. You can make a medicine check.
Yeah. Want to see if they've been in a battle recently or not.
Yeah.
Well, that didn't roll at all. Should I count that, or should I actually roll because my mouse?
I saw it roll over.
I saw it roll.
I was say it did like whoop, but I was like,
Sometimes
The
a
high
short
number
roll
is
is a roll.
Right, so that's 25.
25, great. It looks a couple of days old. But when I tell you that, you have to consider that as much as you guys can long rest and things get better, so can just about everybody else. So he's been through, he's not obviously hurting. With a 25, you will see that the shape of the breastplate that he is lifting up has left clear marks. And it's plausible that what he's been hit with is not so much maybe a firebolt or something like that that's hit the skin directly, but
Heat
rather
metal,
his something like that would be a reasonable guess. I think you know the spell heat metal.
I think so. Hang on, let me double check.
It'll be on your list, I'm sure. You haven't cast it, but you can conceive that might be a way of doing it. That he's been hit with something like that. But it has this shininess of healed burn rather than the blister and the black of a fresh one, or something that's been around unhealing for a day or two. Yeah. Tor, for your good berries, they were gratefully received by all of the soldiers, and some of them visibly perk up upon eating. Many of them mumble their thank yous to you. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Very good of you.
Right? Should do you for a day. And at least get a tiny little bit of health back. You look like you've had a fucking rough time of it.
Yes, thank you, sir.
I'm
No need
so
to be so
curious.
formal.
Is anyone else
through it.
really curious about the sergeant?
So,
You don't feel the need to wear armor there, I see. I also do not need it.
I don't wear no armor either.
Well, I suppose neither does Obadiah, but he's a magic. He's a magic weirdo.
Magic man.
Similarly, I find, and he'll take the rod from his belt and pat it as though it's going to be against his chest. And there's a kind of yellowish sheen that offers a bit of resistance. I travel a little better, keeping myself lighter.
Mage armor.
Fair enough. I'll take that at face value.
Jed, regarding his race, you were saying he's human-like.
Yeah.
Like, is he a Goliath? Do we know
No,
what he is?
Same kind of size as you. You
Is it
can
like
make.
He's got scaling, so I'm thinking more dragonborn or like a half-breed or something.
You can make an Arcana check. This is going to be quite a high DC in the context of the setting.
I'm not asking him because that's rude. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
It's 20.
20
what race
total.
are you? You funny colour.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have I noticed there's something weird about this bloke yet?
You'll see the same things as everyone else. Ooh. The DC is going to be similarly high. Tor, you can make either a nature or arcana check, but Tor can make it with advantage. And I'm not going to explain why until we know the result.
I will
You're all
do a
at 2 and
nature
a 3.
check, because my nature check is going to be a dead 10,
Cool.
I think, plus.
You'll get different information on a nature check than on
I think he might be
Obadiah's
using a disguise
Arcana
spell
check.
or something.
Which is 22, I think.
20
Plus 12.
Yeah. Plus 12?
12. 24.
24. Okie dokie. Right. Okay. I'll give Tor some information first. Tor. A memory stirs in the back of your mind. And this is deep and from a long time ago, before you came to Lurich. And those memories you're noticing more and more are, all of them are fuzzy. The village where you grew up, the swamp in which you were raised, feels like a 2-day-old dream sometimes. But Tor has heard of dragons. And dragons are powerful individuals that
They sunk our boat.
do whatever the fuck they want, including, so the stories say, fucking whomever they want. With the 24 on your nature check, I tell you what, I'll tell you, Obadiah, with the 20 on your arcana check, everything that you would normally use to ascertain somebody's species, their background, is telling you this guy is human. As I've said,
Right.
the shape of the ears, the tone of the skin, his accent is local, his height is very similar to yours. He's somewhat more muscular. But
Half dragon. Something fucking strange with you, my
the
friend.
eye comes round to you. And
No offense,
Tor,
man.
you swear for a second, the pupil, which was perfectly round a second before, elongates and slits ever so slightly, and then it is back the way you expected it to be.
We share blood. Oh,
Somewhere back in the line. It shows up every now and again in my family. It's a source of all kinds of things. But I don't always like to talk about it. Please forgive me my discretion
fine.
there.
That's all right, sir. No worries. It's just a very curious thing, you know.
Well, not many of the local boys
In
know
some
what.
land, you'd be worshipped.
It's very kind of you to say so. But no, I'm just an honest soldier with a talent for a couple of things. Speaking of which, and he looks over, straightens up, and a moment after he looks and straightens up, a bell rings across town. And the rest of the soldiers perk also. Those who were not quite leaning are now up and away from the wall. Their swords, their shields, their spears, their pikes are collected. Sergeant Over leads from the front as his
You need a
squad.
hand?
We'll be quite all right, sirs. Travel safe now. Remember, 4 paces off to the east side of the road. That'll get you through safely.
Fair enough.
Safe journeys. We'll head off, I think.
He was an interesting fella. Thought he was a fucking.
How many
monk for a
were there in
second.
the squad?
As well as
Just so I
so
know.
including Sergeant Over, 9, so 8 plus him.
Okay, so I would have given them an extra good berry each as well.
Yeah, an extra 1 each.
Yeah, because I got 20, didn't I?
10.
Do you get 20? Yeah.
Do you get 20?
Is it not 10?
10 or 20?
I trust you to know your spell.
I think it's 10. I've been
Yeah,
a while
cool.
since I've fucking really paid attention
We-
to good berry because
Yes,
it's
10
so easy
berries.
to cast again.
We can
so
look it
no
up if
worries.
you'd like, but yeah,
No,
I
10
trust.
out.
Yeah, between you guys.
Gex looked.
Thank you.
I always have
So I've got
all issues
fucking.
open.
I've got it on
Good man.
half a screen, so it's like really awkward to go through all my shit.
I know the feeling. Yeah, no sweat.
So, I guess we're gonna go to this weirdo's party.
Right, I'm not fucking drinking anything he offers out. Like, seemed a bit fucking strange.
I haven't met the fella, but it seems weird. Probably.
The way he went to touch the dagger after we told him no one should
That's a
actually
red
touch it.
flag. Red flag. You know what? Can we like put the Sith Dancer in the bag of holding so he can't get it? No. I'm just gonna keep real good care of it. Since he desperately wants it. Going on.
He wants all magical stuff. Yeah.
Obadiah.
He
Level
looked
with
like
me.
he's fucking obsessed with it.
What's the likelihood that this guy's going to try and nick it, or that he had it nicked in the first place? You know him, we don't. Well, you know him a bit.
I could see it being a possibility.
Right,
Given what he does, the chance to have another crack at something could be massive for him, as well as hugely cost saving. If he creates items.
All right, he tries any funny business is getting knocked out.
Another. Yeah. Don't let him fuck with us. Obviously.
Yep.
We have more important things to do. I'm only agreeing to go because it'll kill some time.
All right. Oh, I'm down to clown. Let's go.
I bet you are.
Hey.
Have those bands.
The bell,
ready.
yeah. The bell across town rings 5 times. And the last of the afternoon boats are stowing up their lobster pots. The number of people dressed in wool jumpers, oiled coats and shirts seems to dwindle now in the harbour square and the dockland area. Is the plan to sidle over towards Galazar's?
I believe so.
Should we go and pick up some wine before we turn up with a gift?
That's a great idea. Yeah.
Do you?
I'll buy us a bottle of wine each.
Fucking hell. He's getting used to civilization, this fucking one.
I'll buy a bottle of wine each and one for my pocket. I'll buy nice wine, and I'll pay whatever the wine merchant wants.
Yeah, not the one with the label that says wine drink on it.
Yeah.
Nice wine. Now, you can find a wine cellar and get what the wine cellar is insisting is very nice wine. Why I'd be happy to serve this to the mayor himself here in town. I'm sure if you've been to Pilot, you can get finer stuff, or down in the Low Marnes where they say they can grow grapes. But this is sailed up from Imabad at great personal expense to me and my small syndicate. It would do you well. It is a silver piece a bottle.
EZ. Sure.
Oh.
I'll buy 10 bottles just so I can use a gold.
Have you got any like a gold bottle? Some real nice stuff.
A gold?
Out my 1 gold from my fucking.
You should have spent your 1 gold.
No, I've got 212, but I'm just gonna take 1 out.
This fella blinks at you slightly. His hands are spread a little bit. Yeah.
I know good fruit from bad. I'm I live in the fucking woods.
Indeed. But you'd like these very well, sirs. He crosses the room. Now, this man has, the wine cellar has been stood, dressed fairly simply, but in nice and clean clothing, has been stood near a case of wine, but now walks across the room to behind the counter where his money boxes are and fishes around for a key. He unlocks a a wood-fronted cabinet, something that you can't see the inside, and slides it back. Inside, you see on one side cigars
Oh,
and loose tobacco,
I'll
and on
get
the
some
other side,
cigars as well.
there is space for 5 bottles, but only 2 remain. I would normally sell these for 5 silver a bottle.
But for you, 1 gold.
Well, I'll
Yeah.
take both and some cigars, and you can have the gold. I'm feeling generous today.
Well, sir, if it were earlier in the day, I might promise to close, but maybe I can take tomorrow off. These are from the reign of King Rousselet the First. They were
Oh,
a congratulation wine
Same bloke.
That it
I'll
is-
cough under my breath.
stored as heirloom quality, part of a
shit.
batch of 100 produced at the time to celebrate the birth of his son, who became King Rousselet II.
Same
And-
bloke.
We can't give either of those 2 bottles to Galazar. That's too good for him.
oh yeah, I'm gonna.
He blinks for a little bit.
Only 100 made, and we've got 2 of them.
Well, sir,
We should save
I
that
would
for the
try
next time we fell a demon, I'm going to say out loud.
We'll keep
I-
one
I-
for when we kill him.
I beg your pardon, sir.
Oh no, I'll talk to you, sir.
OOC.
Sorry, I forget. Sorry, I'm a company that doesn't understand these things. I do apologize.
You are expeditionary men in these parts, I gather?
Traveling band of comedians.
Indeed. Yes, I do.
This
hear
one
that
here
show
does the
business.
dry humour.
Like
I'm
my
going to point
wine.
at Jeffrey.
Like the wine I like.
Well, I've never tried it myself, but I understand it has a rich, fruity quality. It's something of a... Well, they are native-grown grapes, as I say, down in the Low Marnes, but
Sold. How
well
much?
harvested. I must say, gentlemen, you're flashing rather a lot of cash in front of me, but I'm reticent to part with both at the same time.
Just give us both.
What if we
Well-
offer to let him sample one?
Yeah, we'll give you a
Let him have a
taste.
taste of one if he sells us both.
You can have
I
a glass.
Are you quite... You want to drink it now?
Go to a party. Get a little sauce beforehand, pre-drinks. I'm something
You
of
can make a
professional.
persuasion check.
Something of a professional in this respect. I'll make a persuasion check.
Cheers.
If he's got some glasses, we can crack it open, have a taste,
4.
and let it breathe while we walk on over to Mary's
Yeah.
house.
I-
We can stick
I
the other in
must-
the back.
yeah.
You can try some as well, sir.
I must say,
You
gentlemen,
get the
this is
gold.
not
cigar.
this is not a party wine. This is, well, if one were going to
Fell a demon.
a jubilee event in the capital, for example. But
Oh, we'll be going
one
to
might
one of
just I don't know,
We are going to one of them eventually. We just got some business to
Mm.
sort out up here.
I understand comedians. You're talking about opening the thing here in the shop and sharing it to just
No,
to walk down
no,
the streets
no,
like.
sir. Not a joke, sir.
Well, I'm
Is it
afraid in
gold?
that case, gentlemen, I'm afraid I don't think I can sell this to you. Not in
I'll
good
I'll
conscience.
slam 100 gold on the counter. My friends beg to differ.
Yeah, King Rousselet the Fourth begs to differ.
Fifth,
Because I assume he's on the coins.
Yeah.
All the same bloke, regardless.
That's 100. Is that good enough?
In this shop, just saying. I'm sitting outside.
That's
or
enough
something.
for you to get down to the capital and get out of this fucking hellhole.
Yeah, you could set up for yourself.
I don't have 100 gold's worth of wine in this entire shop. Are you quite insane, sir?
I am a fan of wine.
To be
Well-
fair, he is insane.
That too.
The wine seller looks across to the group of you. Obadiah, you said you were going to wait outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And so between a dwarf, an orc, a turtle, and a great fanged, horned beastie dressed in armor, the likes of which he's never seen before, the wine seller takes the purse of 100 gold, picks up his own money box from under the table, and leaves.
Cool. Give one bottle of wine to Tarek, and I'm going to smash the neck off the other one and just start drinking it.
Well, we pretty much own this shop now, don't we? He's just walked out of the shop.
Yeah.
I'm just going to
I'll
pick up some random bottles
I'll
of
start
wine.
smoking one of the cigars as well. Drinking, just
Obadiah out
necking
in
a
the
bottle of
Obadiah
wine.
out in the street. You see this man come to the door with a strong box under his arm and a heavy-looking purse in his other hand. He looks down at the mud in the street and kind of gingerly steps out into it. And then the moment he's fully out in the street, he just sprints. He just starts running. This guy, he is
Right,
running in the
upon
direction
seeing-
you've come towards the docks.
Seeing him sprint out, I'm thinking the boys are causing some trouble or something, so I'll go into the shop.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're just there lighting up cigars and drinking some wine.
Here, have a taste of that. It's pretty good. What's the wine taste like? Watch it. It's a bit sharp.
Fucking vinegar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just rancid.
I'm trying to think what kind of role would be appropriate here. Maybe an
Constitution
investigation
saving
check?
throw.
A what? Investigation.
An investigation. Okay, think.
Okay.
If you want to
Medicine
discern
check.
flavor.
It's an investigation check of 30.
Oh,
A
yeah.
natural 20. Plus
Yeah.
10.
I rolled one, but I don't think you're asking me.
Sorry,
Any of you that are trying it?
Well, I
Jethro,
rolled
what's
like
your total
16.
there? 16 on your investigation
Mm.
check. It's a pretty good wine. You know, maybe not the best you've ever tried. Remind me, did Jethro take a drink when you went to the witch's house?
In the other plane?
in the Nine Hells? Yeah,
I doubt it.
I can't remember.
A little too wise for that. I did find the notebook where we went there, actually. If you bear with me, I'll be able to figure it out. Although
Yeah,
I don't think I wrote anything about that. Was it in this one?
there's
So why did the
regardless.
man... Sorry.
Regardless, there's something to the flavour that reminds you of that. There was a
worldly.
smell in that place. You know, you recall all of the herbs, all of the dried fruit, all of the spell ingredients, components. Something's hitting you like that. And then you swill it around your mouth a little bit more and you realise it's nutmeg, maybe? And then you swallow and it feels warm in your stomach. Obadiah on the 30. Likewise, it's not the best wine you've had, but you can identify grapes grown on the edge of Porthmarn. You can pluck something else from looking at the label, and that is that half of the label is written in the language that Obadiah has been studying. How has Obadiah kept up with his old Lur's tongue study?
It's only been on and off due to
It's
our constantly being on the road.
absolutely. And so you're able to glean a couple of words. Now, there is a phrase written on here. I'm going to grab it. there's a phrase written on here, but you recognize the words for memory and forgetfulness at each end of the sentence.
Right.
With a 30, you can kind of extrapolate and put things together. It's written in old lurs. There is a slogan that suggests something like, it would literally mean memory, but probably to commemorate that which you will all forget.
Sounds like what
I'm
happens if
realizing
you neck a bottle of wine too fast.
I will read that out to commemorate something you were all about to forget. What is this shit?
It was saying it was for crowning of Russell II or the birth of his kid or something. So, I mean, if everything he says makes you forget shit, probably related. Oh, this is good though.
All right.
It's quite ironic,
And you-
really, if you should be drinking that.
You said there was 2 bottles.
Oh yeah, gave one to him.
If ever we come to meet the king, this could be interesting. Why did the man run out of the shop?
Game on,
Because
$100 for
Mr.
the wine. He seemed happy with
Mr.
it.
doesn't understand money. Gave him all his gold.
But it was
Jeffro bought this building.
It was big.
You just bought the shop.
No, I gave him $100 for
Basically,
the wine.
I mean, he's
and
left.
He fucked off. He was doing the hard sell. He was doing the hard sell. He was like, "Oh, you're not good enough to buy this wine," and I was like, "Here you go. Is this good enough?" And he accepted it.
Well, I'll look around and I'll just open the bag of holding and start loading in bottles of wine.
Ah, shit! I just bought 10 bottles off him right before that. Fucking hell! All right.
Now we own an entire shop.
He didn't take the money from you from that, Gex, I don't think.
Oh, for the other wines.
For the other.
Well, I took it off my sheet,
5
so
bottles,
it's on the counter.
Okay.
One.
Yeah,
gold.
sure. Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. We'll say he's put it in his money box. Yeah, absolutely. But Tor was asking what he might have for a gold piece, and
It's escalated.
yeah.
Is there anything harder in this liquor store?
Looking around, there are a couple of more squat bottles of a brownish fluid. You'll recognise a couple of bottles of Jameson's whiskey.
Okay, yes, of course.
Well, just
By the
Famous Irish whiskey that's
our
ended up in.
real Jamesons.
no, as in from James's farm.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
I was going to say,
yeah.
Jeffro might like that stuff because he really enjoyed that stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pocketing that bottle of
As in,
Jamesons.
from Jameson's farm.
Bottle of Gimes.
By the ancestors of Gimes.
Homebrew.
Yeah. Absolutely. This is regarded as there are a couple of other bottles next to it, also the right colour for whiskey, but you don't recognise the label. And then there are a couple of things now. Remind me, do any of you speak Draconic?
Yes.
Oh.
Obadiah, there are a couple of clear bottles. These are quite small, smaller than the wine bottles, the whiskey bottles. They are labelled in Draconic. You've spent a little bit of time with lizard folk now, not much, but the labels here suggest that it was created by them. They are also they're in a glass cabinet, but they are also behind the counter, so near the whiskey, but near through to them.
I'll go around and
Back a sec. I need to go for a
Oh.
piss.
Sure.
open
Yeah.
one up and taste it, or give it a sniff first. That would
Yeah,
probably be more prudent.
It smells. Now you've had a taste of the wine already. Did you have a taste of Jethro's wine, of the very expensive wine?
Yeah.
And so that's already sitting on your nose. Where that tasted very fruity, this is more like spring flowers. It's like a very floral gin. Doesn't make your nose curl, but does sting your eyes a little
I'm
bit.
still kind of incredulously looking around, etc. Did you actually buy this building?
No, I bought the wine for 100 gold, and then the owner fucked off.
You said something about not having 100 gold's worth of wine in the shop.
So this isn't stealing, as I start to put a couple of bottles of this gin into my bag of holding.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
Don't think
not
so.
very good at mathematics, but I think that's how that works.
I think this
It'd
is
be a shame
all
to let it
ours.
go to waste.
Absolutely.
Gronon, similarly, there are a couple of dwarven ales that you'll recognise. You know,
Yeah, I'll have a few of them and a couple of bottles of Jameson's, and that's
labels put
I'll just
together
take them
by
with
they are on low shelves, targeted, grouped together
obviously, for the children.
And it is, you know, very traditional kind of brewing families that have made these. A couple from Mazenal, and then one type from the coast, but still a dwarven family. They are from Abervaden, but the labels are in Common and in Dwarvish.
It's like we got a party to
Cool.
go to.
Yeah.
Now remember,
How
nobody
long
get
can I
drunk.
keep a dimension door open for?
It's just a turn, isn't it?
Oh.
For dimension door, is it instantaneous?
I was just for thematic reasons thinking maybe we could just open a dimension door and just throw loads of bottles of wine through it into a shop and be like, party time! And then it'll arrive with all the wine.
Broken bottles everywhere.
I'm going to drink this bottle of wine and share it with the boys on the way to the place, but I'm not going to get
the very expensive one. Yeah, so dimension door is instantaneous. So functionally, Sam, it's for one turn. You might look at the spell. Where is it? Arcane Gate.
I don't have any others.
No, sure, yeah. But that's 10 minutes.
And yeah, I definitely want to keep the other bottle of that commemoration wine. I think it could be cool.
I think
if Jetro's all right with that.
Yeah, I think we could, you know, smash it up and
we
stab the
keep
king
it
with it.
until we kill the king.
Yeah.
Kill the king,
Well,
drink it after.
Yeah. Well,
he's saying this as we're in the shop. Just cool.
Yeah,
There's no one else is in here.
It's
just us.
Yeah, it's just us.
Jeffro literally bought the fucking shop.
Not literally.
Mate,
Okay.
he ran out with his 100 gold. He ain't fucking coming back.
No, he's on the way to the docks. He's getting on a boat right now.
Yeah, he was running.
We've come to this town. We've commandeered some horses. I've murdered a man, and now we're looting and pillaging a wine shop.
No, we bought a wine
the
shop.
entire stock of the wine shop.
We need
the
to
ownership
there's no
of
proof of that.
First,
All right, party. We've got
Let's go.
party
Practical
favors.
yeah.
No one get drunk. Understood. I will concentrate on drinking dwarven ale. Obviously. And any pipe weed he has.
just literally looted the place.
Tongy's
and
gonna
walked
have a
out.
cigar. Tongy's gonna have a cigar walking down the road.
While you all are looting around looking for interesting things, anyone that wants to, I'll invite one more investigation check.
I've got what I came for.
Someone's good at it.
I've got a passive of 20.
Then Gav.
Well, we can
There's
all
another
do it, can't
20
we?
jet, so a 30.
Fucking hell. Okay. Yeah, grand.
He has 2 20s and a night.
Tongy, what was your total?
Well, mine 19 minus 1 is 18.
18. So Tongy, you've never seen such a place, and lots of things catch your eye. Mostly you're picking things up and asking the group kind of, what's up with this? What's this? You do find a a bottle of wine. And again, the shelf around it is dusty. The bottle is dusty. You turn it over, and what the wine seller was billing as a nice wine was 1 silver, and the very expensive wine he was trying to sell for 5 silver. This one is labeled 8 copper. But looking at it, what has caught your eye about it is the year. This wine is the same age as you. You've had this explained to you already. The concept of aging and years and things like that. It is the same age as you, and it was put together by there is something on the name you recognize. You recognize that it was bottled by someone of the name Gulrod. Not the same individual that you met, you ascertain from looking at this with a 17. But regardless, it is Gold Cloak wine, functionally. Obadiah, something else catches your eye as you are wandering behind the counter, and you notice that there is a section of counter that, at easy glance, and everybody else seems to have passed it by, has a false compartment in it. You kick slightly against it, and it rattles.
See if I can open it.
You're able to, quite easily. And there are bags, smaller bags, leather bags, filled with... Well, one has a kind of dried leaf inside. Another has small chunks of... It's like chalk, almost.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the size of a fingernail.
And as I'm practicing medicine, would I know what this stuff is?
You have heard of people using both powders and dried herbs for medicinal effects, but also for recreational effects. You have heard suggestions that people might use these things somewhere in between the two to enhance or stimulate an effect. You also find something
Found the boner pills, boys.
Inky black. So for your notes, for the sake of character sheet, you have they're tied up almost like a sage smudge. 5 of a dried herb. You have 3 grey, kind of almost storm cloud grey, chalky tablets. And 8 little kind of ampules of a black ink-like fluid.
Oh, I guess they'll go in the bag too, and we can test them out some other day.
Cool.
Yeah, I think Tolly's gonna grab that Gold Cloak wine he spotted. Just put that in his bag.
Yeah. Catches your eye. I'm going to take a break for a brief moment, grab myself a snack.
I know we.
Cool. Me too then.
And then we can head off to Galazar's.
Oh, actually, the leaf and the drugs, I'm just going to show to Tor, obviously, as well.
Yeah.
Just in case Tor can recognize them or knows what
nature
they are.
row?
Yes, do make a nature check.
Don't forget Tolly has medicine.
That is 30.
30 on your nature check. Okay, monstrous. You know exactly what some of these are. Now, the leafy stuff is called other leaf. If used, it will let you see invisible creatures and it'll give you advantage on checks to spot illusions or to determine if something is an illusion or not.
Well, this gives you something similar to like a true sight thing. It lets you see invisible shit and whatnot. It's pretty good.
It's used kind of mystically, you know, in that ritual way of, you know, open your eyes to the truth of the world, man.
Yeah, but I haven't seen this stuff for a long time.
The grey tablet, again, you've heard of people using for rituals and the like. It tends to increase a person's speed of movement and their sense of energy, but they crash very hard after using it. You can ascertain it as being similar to a haste spell. However, now you guys, have you all cast haste?
I think only Gromlon's done it so far.
Gronon can cast haste, can't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I now when you cast haste, obviously it requires concentration. It lasts for a minute, and then when it runs out, the person is lethargic for a couple of turns. They can't take actions. With these, there's no concentration involved. It will guaranteed last the full minute, but whoever takes it is incapacitated for a full minute after that minute.
Cool.
So they can move, but they cannot take any actions. They get incredibly drowsy after that minute.
It's like fucking.
So it's guaranteed constant.
It's crack. Very,
Yes, mate.
it's a very short, powerful effect and wears off and you're debilitated.
The black inky globules are almost the polar opposite. They would be a casting. You would have to apply them like a poison. So you would have to either put them on a weapon or you could slam them onto somebody. But it would be like a single target casting of the slow spell. It's a kind of tranquilizer.
They either need to have this goopy shit needs to go into the blood or the on the skin or something. You know, has to get into the system.
Well, that could be
Your
handy
enemy,
to
not
have.
you. Might
So what you have are Other Leaf. You have Storm's Rush, which is your casting of the haste. And you have a substance called Mire. M-I-R-E, Mire.
Noted.
And you've got your quantities. I don't need to remind you of that.
Yeah, got everything.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Very good set of rolls there. Good calls.
yeah, not bad for an 18.
Does anyone?
12,
Will I just
fucking
pocket
nature.
these in the bag of holding, or does anyone want to carry some of these things?
What did the weed do?
We'd let you
Read
see
is
illusions.
mystical sight and illusions and invisibility. You want the tablets, but you want to be careful taking them. Haste is most effective on you so far. You do so
Well,
loads of damage with
yeah,
haste.
okay. Shall I just take them? Does anyone else actually use attacks? Tongi uses attacks. You can have some haste. You don't get more than one attack.
Yeah. Not a paladin. Cleric.
There you go. No, you just keep holding Tongi. I'll take one.
Okay, so I'll give one to Jethro, give one to Tongi, and I'll hang on to one.
I
If
think
that's cool.
some of that goop, that mire, would be good for Jeffro to stick on his spear tip as well. So you only go in, you can just, and then they get slow.
For like stealthy, yeah.
Well,
And
Was
if
it
it's in
even
conjunction
just
with
put
haste,
people to
strike,
sleep
like
kind of
this.
thing?
Yeah. No, it
Alpha
slows
strike,
them
I think
down.
You're like super quick, so you can get in there.
Yeah,
Bang,
I don't need extra stuff to think about. I don't got a bow. Be a good thing to. You rub it on your rock spell. Just throw a rock at someone and it's slow.
Dunk a rock in him.
Yeah, just hit him in the back of the head and they're like, oh, I feel slow for a minute.
Yeah, but I got to touch the rock.
He's kind of like rub the end of it and.
You need a javelin thrower so you can just dunk it in javelin.
Yeah, it's official. Bob is now known as Bob Chadwick.
Good.
But then I called him Chad Bob, and I said Bob Chadwick. That's his name now. Hey, you feeling okay? You all beat up?
So he attacked Billy. On
yeah,
drugs.
well, Billy wanted to play fight, and Bob just fucking went at him.
It's like the little guy give him a bunch of coke, and he suddenly thinks he can fight everybody.
I need a snack.
He's all sulky now, aren't you?
Okay, sorry. Thank you for waiting for me.
Okay.
Are we all back? Jamie's disappeared. I'm going to grab some water then very quickly.
Yes.
Sam, I don't know if you missed if you were off comms, but the group have identified the medicinal substances that they found underneath the winekeeper's cellar.
Cool. Is it some of Mr. Powder's stash?
Some of it could have come from Mr. Powder's, or yeah.
You've got haste pills. You take a pill,
cool.
You get haste for a minute, but you're incapacitated for a minute afterwards. They're cool. Some fucking.
It's German fighter pilot fuel.
Yes, some black powder that's exactly what we said. We've got some black liquid that you rub on a knife, and when you hit someone with it, they're slowed.
Yeah, it's like the slow spell. Yeah,
and some weed that you smoke it, and you can see invisible things. Which sounds like salvia. DMT.
Yeah.
You smoke it, you see the
Sounds
secret.
shit.
Yeah, it is. Well, if you do it correctly, it's not.
You can see invisible shit, but it might not necessarily be real.
Yeah. Well, it's like DMT. You see the secret truth of the universe. No, I did salvia correctly once after years of just smoking it when I was a kid. Occasionally smoking it and just being like, what is this shit? One time I did a pipe and just like held it for like 30 seconds and I just like lost 10 minutes giggling and drooling on myself. It was interesting.
All that happened to me was like couldn't stop sweating. Like no hallucinations, no weird trippy shit. Just couldn't stop sweating.
That's it. You have to like proper cane it and then hold it And they,
I've watched people do a
I
bucket
did.
of salvia
yeah,
and then just puke up.
I didn't puke.
I had a massive bong hit and held it in for like 30 seconds. But,
Well, it worked on me. I was fucking gone. I was like out of this plane of existence for a few minutes. Anyway, I might cut that bit out.
On to the party.
I suppose
Sure.
Is it still legal?
Yeah. Okay.
This fucking weirdo.
And so leaving Balar Wines.
Oh.
Enough time has passed. You know, the sun is beginning to dip. Now, this is definitely a summer's evening, and so it's, you know,
it was pre-2016
going on for a long time.
So it was legal at the time. I'm not cutting it out. Carry on.
It was legal and I did it as well, so.
Yes. Sorry. Carry on, Jet.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah. Yeah. What about all the heroin you smoked?
Bloody druggies.
I've never gone that far.
That's good. Give me that smack.
Oh my god, play Light My Fire. Sorry.
Yeah.
Golden brown.
Fuck, we're going on. Yeah, absolutely. You leave Balar Wines and the sun is dipping. It's a summer's evening, and so the streets are glimmering and glistening, but clouds have come in overhead and thick, and you know the sky is still light, but lacks the warmth in the colouring that you've had for the past few nights. There is a gloom that strikes over the streets, and you're confident now that it is evening, if ever there is going to be. But not yet night. And therefore dawn is still some way off. Is the plan to head towards Galazar's?
Yeah, I think so. Unless there's another address on the invitation.
Yeah.
No, there is not.
What are you doing, dog? What?
You come around to Galazar's shop, and while most of them have closed their shutters across the windows, extinguished whatever lights, there is a baker's you can see in through the window, through to the kitchen where the candles are still lit, and you see someone through the back, shoulders heaving away as they knead the next batch of dough for the next day. The shop front itself is extinguished and dark, and so the light stands out. But the purple and orange, gaudy now glow of Galazar's magic shop is visible easily from down the way in the twilight gloom. Looking in through the window, you can see Galazar himself laughing, gadding about, leaning on the counter, chatting amiably with one customer, a gnome woman. She wears a long cloak and a pointy hat. Galazar himself also has a rather ill-fitting pointy hat. It comes down over his ears. Cut a touch too large for him, perhaps. The lock on the door is still intact from when you last left it. The six of you take your positions in the mud outside on the street.
Chill touch.
Okay.
Up on one of the runes on the door.
Yeah, absolutely. And the cold greenish light of the chill touch, the spectral hand that usually comes with it, spreads itself around the magical seal, and you hear a clunk and a ding as the door pops open, just an inch or so.
I will enter.
Yeah, grand. And the door opens. All 6 of you are able to walk in after Obadiah, and Galazar looks up, pleased, ecstatic. Ah, yes, my new friends. New customers. Brilliant. Oh, we're going to have such a fun night. Oh, we never know who's going to turn up. But look here, Miss Gleetide has come all this way to see us. And he gestures towards the gnome woman.
Good day, madam.
She's dressed in a cloak, and now that you see her, you see the clockwork seal and a brooch on her lapel that indicates her as being associated with the Hall of Artifice in Hyluri.
What's her name again, Jed?
Gleetide.
Gleetide.
You don't recognize her at all, nor the name.
Hello.
Good evening, gentlemen. Now, are you here especially for the... And she'll reach up and shake your hand. Are you here especially for the soiree?
Soiree indeed.
Well, I'm not personally invited, but I'm associated with these vagabonds.
No, not a practitioner yourself.
Oh, heavens no. More of a practitioner of pugilism, madam.
Ah, yes, a sorcerer of skin, perhaps.
Yeah, I'm skilled in the marital arts. Excuse me, the martial arts.
Skilled in
Very good. Oh. I'm sure you're very adept. But the rest of you here are customers.
Somebody, buddy, speak.
Here to buy, here to sell, here to trade, here to meet. Rubbing elbows. Galazar comes out from behind the curtain with a tray of short glasses. Wafts them around. The smell of vodka meets your noses. Well, good evening, good evening, good evening. I have a little bit of food prepared as well. We'll have that all shortly once everyone else has arrived. I think we're only expecting 1 or 2 more.
Okay. Tell me, Galazar, what did you have lined up for us this evening? Or is it to be a surprise?
Oh, no, no secret. A few of us get together once a month. We discuss our discoveries. We trade, embellish, customize. Ms. Gleetide here brought me this very hat that you see. I've been sporting it. I was telling her constantly, since no doubt you'll recall, Mr. Black here was a classmate of mine at the academy in Heysel. He'll vouch for me having worn it just this afternoon, wouldn't you, Obadiah? I've been practically living in it, Miss Gleetide. As I say, rather fetching thing. And he reaches in and takes the hat off. Have you seen one of these before, Black?
Can't say I have.
What hat?
You can make an arcana. You can make an arcana check, Gav.
Is it 22?
22. You haven't seen one of these before, but you've heard of it because the way that the light swirls inside. This is what is known as a hat of many spells. Very much of Galazar's interest. It's almost like magical chaos, like a storm inside. But in theory, there is the stuff to cast practically any spell that a wizard can learn with a hat like this. But it takes some skill to harnessing it. You know exactly what it is. You recognize it, but no, you haven't seen one face to face before.
This was made in the Artificers Guild?
You've a sharp eye, sir. Did you come by to visit us during your tenure, your school days?
Not during my school days. I was there a lot more recently. Just a couple of weeks back, in fact.
No. She reaches up, she adjusts her eyes, and she looks across a few of them. Well, we're to have a lovely evening here tonight. I'm here on official envoy, but I come by every month, to be honest. They pay me, but they wouldn't have to. Galazar's vodka is good enough, and the company's perfectly fine. Do you have anything to show off to tell the group? Don't spoil it for me. I'll wait until everybody's around.
I'm going to get out those
to an
10 nice bottles of wine that I got earlier. Well, no. I'll get out 5 of the bottles of wine that I got earlier.
5 of the nice 1 silver, yeah.
I can't speak to magic or artifice, but I've been assured that this is quite a fine drink. Plonk them on the table.
Came prepared, I see.
Galazar looks over, he picks us up.
A small fortune on wine.
So I see you didn't have to go to all this trial. You've been to see Ristin. He does quite well, quite the purveyor and connoisseur himself. You'll have you believe.
The salesman.
Indeed, you didn't pay a silver apiece for each of these, did you? That would be a small fortune.
That would be indiscreet of me.
Yeah, of course. But then again, we are in the business of secrets, and knowledge is power and all that. Of course, you could say simply power is power, but such is what it is. Oh, I say, do you smell that? And he sniffs in the air. The vodka smell and the dustiness of the shop has been overpowered a little bit like the smell of dense, close air before lightning. And Galazar turns to look out in the street. And sure enough, there is a flash of light and an orange kind of glowing pulse. Obadiah, you've cast Teleportation Circle a number of times now, and so the coloration, the shape of this is rather similar. But there is no circle as such out in the street. The air, the light collapses in on itself one more time, flashes through the window, and behind the curtain from which Galazar has been serving drinks, it flashes and rumbles once again. Here we are. As I say, I did tell you I had been receiving letters, and, I haven't seen the man in some time, but had to write to him upon hearing that you were in town, Mr. Black. And from behind the curtain, your old teacher, your old master in Hyalurry, Thane, emerges. The shop is not large, and now with the 6 of you plus 3 other guests, it's feeling quite full. those of you who aren't as familiar and as comfortable, Tongi, for example, might be feeling quite uncomfortable here. It's difficult to know where to stand, and although you've been given a glass, it drains rather quickly. Are any of you choosing not to drink the vodka that you've been served?
I'll drink it immediately.
Yes.
Gronon, you're abstaining.
I am abstaining from vodka. Not to my taste, I'm afraid. And I'll crack open one of the ales.
Yeah. And Tor, you're not going to have any either.
No, not my tipple. Not
your tipple.
Not my fucking tipple, my friend.
Well, I'll have it and a bottle and a glass of wine as well. Assuming there are glasses.
Obadiah Thane, the old man. Well, I say old. He's late 60s. Not exactly decrepit, and certainly not old by the standard of certain individuals you've met recently. Stands and looks crooked for a second, but straightens. He's shrunk.
For a second there, I thought it was going to be Saeed. Mr. Thane, and I'll stand up and shake his hand.
Yeah. He's quite warm, both to the touch and to his demeanor, and he smiles. He says, "Now, why haven't you been replying to my sendings, boy?"
Haven't received any sendings from you.
You hold on a second. You're not, and he, still holding onto your hand, twists it.
You give him a fake number.
And
I'd like to keep
your
this,
hand, yeah.
I'd like to interrupt him and say, well, we've had to keep very low profile, and I'd withdraw my hand. So I don't want Galazar to see the ring, if possible.
Ooh, okay. Do you want to make a sleight of hand check? I'll give you the choice. Either sleight of hand or either sleight of hand or deception. I'll let you have the choice there.
It's a 9.
A 9, and which did you go for?
I went for sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Okay, I'm going to give him a perception check to counter that. Do you know what? I don't think he'll see it, but that's fine.
Yeah, there's been a lot of prying minds in our business of late, and we thought it best to stay safe. Yes, I've had to learn several of Mordekainen's magics to protect us on our trip.
Continuing your studies, then. Well, you ever were the shrewd one, Mr. Black. Do you know, they used to call him the Man of Shadows when he wasn't listening.
Sounds like kind
used to say you were up to no good. No. It was said with a good deal more irony in the tongue. Never kindly done, but you know.
Fair enough. He's a shady character, that's for sure. Nice to meet you, Jethro Chadwick.
A pleasure, sir.
More of the
Jethro, myself, and Tor here have been made Kingsward.
Oh. Well, there's a fine station.
And we've been traveling the country, following the repercussions of this comet.
Maybe all three of you there can make an insight check.
He knows who we are. It's
like
19.
Several went to visit him. 7.
21.
21. So Obadiah, you won't pick up on it so much, but to Jethro and Tor, yeah, that's not news to him. Very clearly, he's going, "Oh, you don't say." He knows full well that you guys are Kingsward.
Of course he does.
I'm wondering whether I can invite one other person who didn't roll then to make a history check, either Tongi or Gronon.
Yeah. I'm not sure. 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 I'm not sure
I mean, my history minus 1. So.
14.
14. That's high enough. Gronon, you will recall Yushad mentioning that she had met with Thane.
Ah. From the letters.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she said explicitly that she had met with him when you met her.
I'll just casually point at Obadiah and relay that in a message.
You casting message?
He's like,
yeah,
absolutely.
Just point at him and go.
Silently pointing at him.
He knows a lot. Yeah, my man. I'm just gonna go, my man, and then the words come out.
Well, yes. So these sendings, these messages, I hope they weren't anything urgent.
Oh, you seem to be getting on perfectly fine. You're very safe. Never anything that I can't get answered, but well, you're up here and you're out in the world, and hands free of chains, etc., etc. So all's well that is continuing to go well, etc., etc. Anyhow,
well, it can only go well for so many more months.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah. I found these on our travels, and I'm going to reach in and pull out the first book of the proclamations of King Rousselet.
Oh, okay, interesting. Right, sure.
Oh shit!
I think, Edgar, I think these guys could be good allies.
I think they're going to.
Yeah,
I think they're evil and allied with the king. But
I don't say. I think they're on the king's side.
Let's find out.
It doesn't.
Let's just see what. I mean, I could take them.
Yeah, exactly. We can see what happens.
Can take them.
Like 6 wizards in its tiny room. What's the worst thing that could happen? I didn't ask how big the room was.
Yeah.
I said I cast firewall.
It's a circle of death on yourself. Yeah.
And what I'll do is, instead of handing it to Thane, I'll go back to the table where everyone is, and I'll lay the book down so the 3 people who haven't seen it before see it now, and I will.
Yeah. Galazar's eyes look like they're going to burst out of his skull on seeing this. Instantly,
he's flip open the first page. This here is a tome from Rousselet the First's Ascension. I think might be the word I'm looking for.
Those of you who are not at the table, are all 6 of you going over to the table to look over these? I guess that's the question I want to ask.
Tongi would
the
probably hang
books
back.
that we've already seen. Nah.
Yeah.
I'm just drinking my wine.
Nah.
Tongi's going to hang back. Jethro's going to hang back. Tor, same with you?
Yep, standing back and observing.
Absolutely. And all 3 of you have got decent passive perception as well, and so it would be no surprise to hear a bell ringing 7 across town.
Again. Someone's coming.
But we'll come back to Obadiah briefly. Gav's out of his chair, but that's okay. You can hear us, I'm sure.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm just
making absolutely. A sandwich. The other wizards then, Mrs. Gleetide, Galazar, Thane, they are wrapped instantly. No, it can't be. We've got all the books of law in town, in the city, and they're all kept below the castle. These are, and they're looking through. I'm going to make a couple of different rolls for them.
Going to watch them intently, Jed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm not drinking the hard stuff. I'm just going to be watching.
Yeah, absolutely. What are you watching for, Sam? Is there anything in particular you'd like to know?
Just watching their hands and their demeanor, I think.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, sure. I don't know why I rolled 4 rolls. I'm going to disregard that last one. No problem. I'll then Gronon can get an insight check, I think.
Not the worst thing I've ever rolled. 15.
15. Okay. Galazar is literally licking his lips. He's very excited about this as an object, but he's also like his fingers are coming to the edge of the paper and he's feeling the quality of the paper. He is barely looking at what is written on the page at all. He taps on it a little bit. The other two are looking at the pages. And as you're watching them, Thane's eyes are going back and forth. He is reading and rereading certain pages and putting things together in his mind. Mrs. Gleetide looks a little more surprised. She's squinting. She looks a bit cross. And she is the first to speak. She looks over to her. Quite, pray tell, where did you find these?
Judge, you'll have to remind me. I'm sorry.
You found them at Beck's country house.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter.
These were in the possession of a noble of the realm. That's all I'll say for the time being.
Do you want to make maybe even a deception check on that?
I don't know why, but okay.
Well, yeah.
It's not a lie.
It's not a lie, and I'm trying to think what might be better. You're asking people who are you're asking people who are intensely curious not to ask you more about it.
Sorry, my deception's higher than I thought, but it's still not a very good roll.
Sure, yeah, that wasn't
before. Yeah.
What was it?
Yeah,
it's 8.
8. Okay.
Use your inspiration.
No,
you don't have to. You know, yeah, it's yeah. I'm using it to try and gauge their response. To be honest, Gav. That's why I'm asking that. I know it's not maybe an intentional deception there. Her eyes stay narrow. Gronon watching, she's quite pleased. She's quite not pleased. Whereas the other two are much more interested in this as an object. On a 15 with your insight check, you can tell that she's not paying as much attention to it as an object, although she has been looking at the words and what is written in it.
Yeah.
And Galazar says, you said these, plural. You have more than one? Are there copies?
No.
More than one, but not copies.
Well, take a look. It starts, how it opens. You've read this? I'll kind of click my fingers at Galazar. Pay attention to the words, Galazar. Not everything is about the fundamentals.
Well, if you say so.
And then I'll click to the last page. Proclamation number 1604.
You're digging out the last.
I'm not digging out the other books.
Page. You're not digging out the other books. Okie dokie. So this one goes
pages
up to,
and the last few pages.
Yeah. Yeah, there are. Yeah, in the first one, there's a couple of thousand, and it ends. No, that's not quite right. It is 1,000 and something. Yeah, or 900 and something in the first book. And the last few are settling of civil disputes. This is before the establishment of the mayoral system, everything like that.
And so it's like, yes, the people of, this particular farm need to pay their tithe of grain to the, to the running of the city in, Shymeat. Obviously. And, it's things like that towards the end of this first book. To return to those of you standing closer to the window, standing a bit further back, you've picked up on a lot of this, but the clock chiming 7 comes out in the street. It's hard to hear over the conversation, over the clamour and the rustle of pages and the general hum in the shop, but all three of you can make it out. And with the 7th bell, someone steps outside the door and casts the spell Light very close enough to make the door pop and ding with the ring of a bell.
Oh, God.
And through that door, no longer dressed in his military clothes, Sergeant Overt steps through.
Is he Sergeant Covert now?
He's wearing a clean white tunic, linen trousers, the same boots that you saw him in earlier. He blinks in the coloured light. Good evening. We'll see how many consistent different voices I can keep up now for the evening.
Yeah.
I'm off duty. Daniel will do for me now.
Daniel, my boy. I'll hand him a glass of wine.
Gracious. I don't mind just the one. Galazar looks up very pleased. He also, on seeing Sergeant Overt come in, reaches an instinctual, very quickly slams the book shut on seeing Sergeant Overt come in. Galazar over at the counter and picks up another glass of vodka. Sachets across the room. Says, no, amazing. You two have met already? What providence. Astounding. Oh, how the weave doth weave itself. How all fates conspire. Such figures we are. But indeed, do you know that Sergeant Overt, Daniel, I understand you're off duty, of course, has a rather unique ancestry here in Lurch, but we won't bring that up. I won't. Don't you worry. Anyway, he is a man of exquisite talents, a real asset to the safety of the realm. Do not have me in doubt there. You all should see him as he crosses the plains. Rather unique. Indeed.
Okay.
Glad to have you here. Let me introduce you to people. And he ushers the sergeant round.
Jolly good.
Obadiah, are you going to keep the book out on the table?
If it's closed, and if it, I don't know, does it have markings on it that can't be identified from the outside?
The spine is marked in a way that would make it clear what it is to anybody that could get a good look at it.
In that case, I'll pick it up and put it back in my bag of holding.
As you go to pick it up, Thane reaches down again to hold onto your hand, places it at your wrist. He's not looking at the hand. Don't worry about that. He says, this is important, what this is. Now, I knew you were in something deep, but...
I will nod my head towards Overt, and I'll say, I understand that. The station isn't quite finished.
Best put it away for the rest of the night. I hope you've got something else to show us.
We do.
And now then, the 3 other guests, aside from yourself, are assembled with Galazar. People have drinks in their hand. And I says, right, yes, let's have something. I'll bring out some food. And he sways now, wobbles behind the curtain. Comes back out holding a tray of what looked to your immediate eyes like fruit pie. But all of you will immediately recognize the reddish sheen of goodberry. These are goodberries mixed with red currants, mixed with raspberry, set into a pastry cup.
Hell yeah.
With a kind of glassy sheen over the top. Lays them down. There are more than enough for one each.
Go for it. Down the hatch.
Please help yourselves and, dig in. They won't last forever, been up freshly making those. You know the baker around the way made the pastry. Rather good chap. Happy to trade it for poultry,
Sweet.
Simply made his oven run a little more steadily.
I was thinking about trying to make goodberry wine.
Oh, now there's a concept. I wonder that you could keep them fresh long enough to ferment.
Well,
but rather, that seems the paradox, doesn't it?
I wonder if they'd ferment in a bag of holding.
Ooh. A curious concept, sir. We should talk. I have. Indeed. Do experiment. Let me know how that goes on for you. And we shall compare results when next we meet. But anyhow, gentlemen, and how did your search go for this afternoon, gentlemen? Did you find what you were quite looking for?
Yep.
Indeed.
Oh, yes. Pray tell. I tell you, we all have items to present, I hope. He looks around the room, and people are nodding, and this is what we do here these evenings. We bring together our discoveries and our lost things and our treasures. Thane is reaching up his own sleeve and brings out a little kind of... I'm going to grab this here in front of me so I know exactly what color it is because it's important. It's a figurine. Where is it? Sorry, gang. Thane brings out a small kind of stone figurine that looks like a dog, for example.
I've heard of these.
What, dogs?
It's onyx. It's almost like rather like the mastiff into which Tor turned earlier. This is a kind of onyx statuette of a small dog, and he places it down on the counter, strokes between its ears as you might with a little dog, but it's just wide enough for his finger. For example. Okay, well, would you like to go first, Master? Perhaps help some of these others overcome their stage fright.
Is he talking to me?
No, he's talking to Thane. And Thane
okay.
Then takes the statuette and places it on the ground. And he goes to speak. He raises his hand and lets out a noise that sounds more like a dog's bark than you think a person should be able to make. And the statuette transforms, and so very much like the mastiff into which Tor transformed himself some hours ago.
Tiny?
A dog now stands in front of you. No, normal dog-sized.
How big is the... So they had a statue of a full-size dog.
It was a statue. It was a statue, small enough to fit down the wizard's sleeve, but is now become a full-size dog.
Oh, wow. Not bad.
Says, there you are, gentlemen. Now, Fido, and the dog looks up at him. Do you remember what I taught you earlier? And the dog goes, the square roots of a triangle is equal to square roots of other sides. And Fane rubs his face because is that good enough? Was that good enough, Master? Well,
smart dog.
There you have it, gentlemen. Indeed, very very smart dog, sir. Yeah, and he comes over and places his chin up against your hand, and is sniffing and licking slightly. Oh, a very smart dog, sir. Very smart dog, sir. And is practically licking at your hand.
I'll just sort of slyly nudge it away with my leg.
Yeah, absolutely. But Galazar claps. Mrs. Gleetide claps, calmly, placidly, patiently. It's very nice, Mr. Thane. Very nice. Quite the, indeed, a figurine of wondrous power. I have seen them demonstrated before, but this is, yes, to teach it speech is quite something. Often they have their charms, or perhaps they could speak only to the owner, but this is very good, and no doubt a Mastiff is an excellent choice there. Might I demonstrate something? And she reaches around. Mrs. Gleetide takes off her hat and reaches inside. And she lifts from within it. Bear with me, I know what she's got. Where is it? She lifts within it on a chain a small clockwork mechanism. You see it ticking, 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 ticking. And then from another side of inside the hat, a deck of cards. She holds it out towards Tongi, of all people. She says, would you be so kind as to shuffle, sir?
Okay.
Start dancing.
It's a sift hamster.
Yeah. Which we have never seen before in our lives.
Tongi, you're shuffling the cards?
Yeah, I'll shuffle the cards.
And are you doing... Now, this thing... Any one of you who are looking at it can make, I'm going to say, an investigation check.
No.
With the exception of Tongi. Tongi, you can't make an investigation check because you're busy shuffling cards.
23.
No, I am curious.
23.
Oh, shit. I rolled
20.
18.
20 for me.
18.
That's a probably peak investigation roll Jasper is ever going to get.
Tor, did you roll there?
No, I can't.
No, all right. So Tor, you're welcome to roll, but yeah.
Make much difference. Probably a 2 plus whatever. 5.
Yeah.
5. Yeah. So Tor, as far as you're concerned, yes, this might be the Sift Hamster. It is
It is mechanical. It has this same kind of effect. It's a similar kind of shape. Jethro, you are certain that it is not the same. The rhythm of the ticking, the sound that it makes is rather different. Let alone the shape, let alone the arrangement of the gears. Just on an intuitive level, you've spent so much time using the Sift Amser, but also you can't see how it would. You can't see how it would be clicked in a way that would allow you to reverse what happens. Obadiah and Gronon, you two can make out some of the markings on the gears. Between the two of you, this thing is similar in function, but relates not to the passage of time, but to do with predictability and chance.
Okay.
What was your total, Obadiah?
23, I believe.
23. Yeah, there's an awful lot of divination in here, but also the mechanical nature of it works entirely then on predictability. It works entirely on regularity. She's twisting it in such a way, and watching Tongi shuffle when she dances it in her hands, catches it, and stops the gears from moving. At this same moment, Tongi, you know that you are done with the shuffle. And you lay the cards down on the deck without being told to, but knowing that now is the time to do it. Mrs. Gleetide is holding this clockwork amulet. And she says, you see where randomness and chance would take place. This device, 5 of clubs, turns over a card. It is the 5 of clubs. 6 of diamonds, turns it over, 6 of diamonds. 7 of clubs, turns it over. Ace of hearts, turns it over. And he's calling up the cards. This device eliminates some of that chance, ensures predictability and routine. Of course, success is a different matter. Queen of hearts. Something of a poker hand, but not a pair among them, let alone the likelihood of a flush. But situations where one would rather not leave things up to chance, I have found it quite handy. She sweeps up the cards, tucks them away. And her clockwork amulet next with it. Galazar claps. Very nice, very nice, very nice.
You could make a small fortune. Well, an enormous fortune with that.
Oh.
You turn the tide of a country with that.
Believe me, results are far from guaranteed. Simply predictable. Regulated, perhaps, you might say. It doesn't, it's no compensator for skill, aptitude.
The cards aren't linked to the mechanism. The mechanism can be used independently of the cards.
Oh, of course, no, sir. The cards are simply a demonstrator. If I were to, well, let's say,
if you were to take,
your
say,
friend
a map of
there. Let's say your friend there decided he wanted to strike Mr. Galazar here across the face. He has told me he is rather apt at striking. She's pointing at Jethro. She points at Galazar. But regardless, there would be an element of chance, we might even say. There are fluctuations all over the world. We do not know how Mr. Galazar might react, what skills he might pull from his pocket, whether the lace on your shoe is loose. What my device does is it eliminates a number of variables. A nice even keel. Things come more down to skill than luck. And of course, luck can be a powerful friend when one has it. But I've never given it much stock myself. And,
it's a free...
well, the really wealthy say, well, one must speculate to accumulate.
But it's always nice to be lucky, isn't it, Jethro?
I'm pretty lucky. Lucky to have fine friends, except Gromnon. I'm mad at him. Today. I'm mad at him today.
Well, and the rest of you gentlemen, you will partake in the spirit of the evening, Galazar says. Come on now,
yes,
you've seen what things are about.
I'll go next. And what I'll do is I'm going to reach under my shirt, unbutton the top button of my shirt and pull out the amulet that I wear.
Okay.
And as I take the amulet, yeah, it's just a big gold chain. But as I take it off,
it's a big clock.
You'll see Obadiah kind of fucking shrink down.
Flavor Flav style.
Gaunt and dark patches under his eyes, and he'll just look totally sick and weakly. And he'll just look more decrepit and as if he's lost like a lot of weight. He just looks like shit. And he'll put it out on the table. It's like, we found this on our travels, and even his voice will kind of break and he'll just sound about 10 years older. We found this on our travels, and it's been doing wonders for me. It's the amulet of health, obviously.
Yeah. Thane chuckles. Dear stars, man, put it back on then.
Poor you. I'll put it back on. I'm kind of slowly
before you do, make a con save without it. If you would, Gav. No major consequence.
I rolled a 16. My con is still pretty good.
You can suppress a cough quite easily. Sorry, just wanted to.
Obadiah's going to die of old age.
You feel the beers you had earlier, the sops of wine you've had from across the evening, sway in your stomach. But you can suppress the effects, keep yourself upright for a little bit longer. Obadiah's not an old man, you know.
No. He's not even 30 yet.
Yeah.
It's just a case of
himself get poisoned by some fucker.
Yeah. He's let himself get poisoned once or twice already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Decrepit now.
I can do a trick.
And you feel and the room looks around to you.
Well, with your permission, gentlemen, I'm going to pick up Tongi and Gromnon, one in each hand, because I have 25 strength. I'm just going to pick them up like that by the scruff of the neck and hold them in the air. And then do shoulder press like that with one in each hand. And then I'll set them down. And then, as you can see, fairly strong individual. But
give me a performance check.
Okay. Oh shit! I actually have.
So don't doubt that you can pick these guys up, but the panache is important here.
Oh yeah. I'm on it to look. Ah, yeah. There we go. 22.
Yeah, exquisite.
So I'm pumping. I'm pumping iron with these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I assume that the two of you being lifted won't object.
No.
You're usually floating off the ground anyway. Yeah. And so So, as you can see, quite a strong man. But I will simply unbuckle my belt. Calm down, ladies. I will remove my belt, hand put it to the side, and my biceps will visibly deflate. My father was a strong orc. I'm not naturally a strong orc. I'm actually more of a wiry fellow, and you'll see. Like I guess it's my strength goes from 25 down to 12. My like biceps, my biceps are gonna deflate a fair bit. I still look like I'm like lean, but like now I was like, I guess with the belt I'm like lean and muscular. Now I'm just like lean and wiry. But yes, this belt gives me great strength.
Nah.
Dwarven
made, is it?
I forget.
I think it was giant made, isn't it?
It wasn't that
belt of fire giant strength. I don't know. Maybe, yeah. I don't remember where we got it, but yeah. So
what you got Bostic and his dad to make the braces of displacement.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
Which I also have.
I know where you got the belt from.
Huh?
You got the belt from Jimes, because then you gave me your ode belt, which I've got now.
Fair enough. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. I remember the swap over. I just remember the circumstances. So yeah, I'm not a man of magic, but this is a magical item that has literally given me great strength in hard times. And I will put my belt on and slightly reinflate. My shoulders go like.
Jed.
Yes, sir.
As he peters out of his display of immense strength and starts putting his belt back
and
on,
immense weaklingness afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm going to subtly click my heels together and begin floating atop in the room. And then I'm going to clap my hands so that all of the light in the room is extinguished with thaumaturgy.
Using cantrips in a room full of powerful.
This is going to be something epic. Yeah.
Sorry.
So I'm going to clap my hands, all of the light go out, and then I'm going to cast Major Image in the middle of the table and begin depicting and regaling with my performance the great battle with the Chain Devil.
Okay.
Using Major Image to show it as if it is a picture show.
Hell yeah.
Do you think that's a reasonable thing?
This is
make you one of those tablets.
This is Gromnon going full Gromnon.
Yes.
This is full Gromnon.
I'll just put Gromnon puts
on Major Image says I can create image an object, a creature, or some other visible phenomena in a 20-foot cube.
Yes.
So I think I could depict a Chain Devil and us fighting it.
Yeah. This room is barely 20 foot a cube. Like this is a small shop.
This is a 6th level spell. By the way,
I would also. Yeah, you're casting up that high?
Oh wait, hang on. No.
Major Image is normally 3rd level.
Why have I got it so late? Oh yeah, whatever. 3rd level.
You only took it recently at your last level up.
I thought it was a higher one. Sorry, I didn't read it.
Yeah. You can cast it at 6th level. It means that it doesn't require concentration.
No, it's fine.
If you cast it at 4th level or higher.
And then, yes, I will regale some epic story of our bountiful fight, and then me appearing through a dimension door atop of the craziness that's going ahead, and Titus exploding, and just regale the whole story as best I can.
Okay. Again, make a performance check.
Oh, with pleasure.
702.
And do you know what? This was a really cool description. Now, Sam, you've already got an inspiration.
29.
29. Fucking hell. Okay, grand. Sam, you've already got inspiration, but I'd like you to choose. Yeah. So I'd like you to choose who this goes to.
I already have one from last time.
Gex already has one as well.
Gav already gets one. So, Tongi apparently has one on the table.
So Tongi got one at the end last. So Tor is going to get an inspiration bonus as well.
I thought Tor got one last week.
Cool, man.
Got it by default.
No, I got one last week.
Oh, it was me and you. Right, okay. I thought it was like me and Tor. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hopefully this will be very entertaining with a 29.
Yeah, absolutely. With a 29.
It's goddamn fucking IMAX.
Hushed. Now,
yeah.
Not every light goes out because you were extinguishing the candles, the lanterns, some of the gleaming.
It's gone dim is what I was going for.
Yeah. What you've gone with then is you're reduced to really it's the light that is in the window frame coming back in through the room. And so you find yourself silhouetted in the face of these people as you lift. The faint glow of your shoes, very faint, but visible now in this dark. And suddenly the clap that begins with the forging of the great chain set deep beneath Mazenor in sky iron, unmistakable to these people who all know clearly what it is. And the setting of the sky iron within the deep rock and the discovery of it by the dwarves mining there. Of Sigismund, his preaching, his prayer, wordless as you narrate in your own voice, but these images flash together like montage until a great congregation is gathered. And there at the edge of it all, unnoticeable to begin with, and then the major image bends around to it, Titus of Shu. Now, those of you who met Titus can recognize him, but don't remember him having quite such a pronounced mustache, as in Gronner's telling. But the Shunese halfling, all the same.
You mean Gronner's slightly racist towards the Shunese?
Gronner thinks that a true villain gets a mustache.
If you didn't know him,
he did have one.
You didn't know him, and you only really met him in the fight. He might not even look very much like Titus in this retelling, if it's going from your memory, because we knew him. Yeah, you didn't know him very well, so
exactly.
He's like, just look like it's like Timu version.
Yeah. But Titus sits at the edge of the crowd and twirls the mustache. And those of you who know to look for him, even then, may not spot him originally in the congregation, but then it comes around. And the bending and the exposure of the green flame light that lights up the faces of all those looking on. You see one another around the room. You see Mrs. Gleetide, rapt, smiling. Thane, entertained nonetheless, as from within it a chain devil steps out, and those of you who met this thing before, in fact everyone in the room, including yourself, Gronon, can make a wisdom save.
Ooh.
That's not very good.
Wisdom save 8.
20.
22.
We are enthralled by the demon.
Again,
12.
Yeah.
What a shit one.
Yeah.
I pooped my pants.
Through my rendition.
And indeed, the other three have also rolled particularly badly. Sam, what was your total?
9.
9. Sam, I'd like you to make a concentration check to maintain the spell. As I'll describe what happens next.
Oh, God.
Inspiration.
We've all been frightened.
That's 12. I'm going to do...
12's fine. The DC was 10.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, because it's...
Yeah. It's a constitution save at that point.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
That's fine. You're not going to break the spell. But this thing, the way Gronon has crafted it, it is, for a second now, all of those of you who rolled below a 17, that's your spell save, Sam? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
All of those of you who rolled below a 17 on your wisdom save feel genuine terror set in. You remember this thing being down in the depths. You remember the threat that it faced. And it is as though it is here in the room. You remember the way that it
bent and broke out through reality, and such is the quality of Gronon's telling. He has set the scene, but he is also perfectly molded, despite not being there to see it. He has perfectly depicted the way this thing escaped from its prison, and it is as though the moment that many of you witnessed has reoccurred here in the room. Your hearts suddenly are racing, your palms are wet, and it is all you can do not to get up and flee. Not fight, but flee from this thing here in the room.
Stance.
For a second, and then the story continues, and you see yourself now, Jethro, in the projection with
I want
staff,
Jethro to have
not your old spear.
I want him to have a kind of a hue of righteous light behind Jethro.
Hell yeah.
And each of you is given a turn. Jethro's movement is fast and decisive and strikes truly. Obadiah casts beams of magical missile here into the Chain Devil. Tor plucks branches and vines from the ceiling and the wall and binds against and wrestles with the chains of the Chain Devil. Tongi, who was absent from these events, rushes in and, wielding a sword made of pure light, brings it down into the devil's back. The group are betrayed then by Titus of Shu, wielding pistols. Pistols not unlike those that you saw earlier on in the day from David's box. Fires 2, drops them, draws another 2 from his belt, fires them each, so that the 4 of you fighting are struck each in the chest by ball bullets and bleed with the devil that you have struck. But now here within the projection, coming around the corner, Gronon the Magnificent, Gronon the Chosen, Gronon the Breaker of Chains, enters the fold. The sound, the ringing sound like a finger round a fine glass, accompanies his entry to the scene. And he delivers a bolt of lightning along the chains of the Chain Devil, fries it to a crisp, and enters the chest of Titus of Shu, exploding him like a grape between 2 fingers. Sam, any flourishing touches?
Close enough to real. Just that I want, he can explode. No, actually, no. Yours is perfect. Thank you.
Good. You're welcome. The wizards assembled at the back of the room clap, clearly enthralled, wipe their brows.
Excellent. I will bow while flighting, and then I will land softly and take a swig of my stout.
That
Sergeant Over looks a bit nervous. He looks a little nervous for a little while there.
I didn't think seeing that thing again would have such an effect on me.
I'm not going to lie, I almost lost it though. One's power of creation for illusionary objects is apparently more powerful than I thought. It even scared the pants off of me. I don't know if you heard any
choose your words carefully.
Noises rumbling from down below.
I don't know what you're on about. There's nothing wrong. I didn't sense nothing. You must have freaked out, you fucking pussies.
Did you pass yours?
Yeah, I got 22.
So I was like,
whatever.
whatever.
Well. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, only one of the other you did, yeah.
So I was like, I
My
seen this
wisdom
one.
save is fucking 11. Plus 11, like.
Mine's plus 10, but I rolled a 2, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled 11.
Yeah, again, forgive me my monologuing.
That was good.
That's Gromnon's monologue.
Yeah. I don't always like to take
just...
it. I hope you don't mind me, not putting you on the spot there, Sam, to do that, but...
I don't think I had it in
That
me.
was a lot better. That's a lot better than Sam would have played.
At one point, went,
No
wait,
offense.
I fucking summoned a dragon spear at some point when we were fighting that thing.
Yeah, he did leave out some choice parts. I think I was far more severely wounded than that.
Mrs. Cleetard looks across to the five. Hold on. Do you mean to tell us that some of that actually happened? It's exceptionally told stories, sir, but surely trifle.
We do that kind of thing a lot.
No. With I understand that there have been violences in the pits of Mazanol recently.
Well, that went the pits. That was before all that. Or was it after all that?
Oh, Jethro.
No, it was the start of it.
Necklace. No, let her look at one of those fucking things you got on there. I'm sure that'll interest them.
Oh, yeah.
Christ.
I'm just going to say...
Not going to be terribly difficult, yeah.
And to look at her, while he's getting his teeth out, and just say, now I'm a man who knows how to lie, and I can tell you without any hint of deception that was 100% true, minus some flourishes of the filmography. I don't know what the word would be in this case.
Creativity.
Performance. Yeah, creativity.
A couple
illusorosity,
of artistic,
illusion.
Artistic flourishes.
Apart from some artistic flourishes, that is a 100% true story, my lady.
Oh, the artistic flourishes perhaps being the... Yeah, give me a persuasion roll. Artistic flourishes perhaps being the being encased in shame and in self-made of... Okay, you're going to spend it?
Oh god, that went the wrong way.
That's not the roll.
He's really keen on this roll.
I was even worse.
Oh, you can wait. You can have mine. Go on. Can we do that?
What if it's really bad again?
Inspiration. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Like
21.
That's more like.
Just needed Jeff for his luck.
Yeah.
She looks at you and starts to say creative flourishes, including surely the individual of 2 meters height and being made from green flame and chains and naught else. And realizes like the complete deadpan look on all of your faces and the reality of what she's seen there. Like there's no way that that's made up.
What kind of big deal?
I'm going to give her a check here. Now she's quite intelligent.
Is it a check for her panties to get wet?
It's not that, I'm afraid.
Just like at the sight of all of us.
Jesus Christ.
What you guys have done across the evening without necessarily realizing is you've gone, hey, 2, and I'm going to see if she can make 4.
With the book. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah. I can't believe you broke out the book. First thing.
Yeah, baby.
That's a pretty good roll.
Okay. Yeah.
Spice things up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. And we'll see where that goes. In the meantime, Sergeant Over is rather sheepishly kind of got to follow on from that. Unless anybody else
mate, don't worry
wants
about
to.
it. Here, have another glass of wine.
Well, he'll sup at it, and he will draw the sky iron rod from his waist and say, well, may I have a volunteer?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Let's see what this guy can do.
This will go easier if you simply
accidentally flurry of blows.
acquiesce for the purpose of the evening. And
Well,
he'll raise this thing.
Where you're going to do a chokehold on me and I'm going to poo my pants in front of everybody. That's fine.
He raises the rod. And now, does he need to touch you with this? No, it's 120 foot.
I'm
willing
willing
to touch him.
There is, you hadn't seen it before, but there's a kind of almost like a yellow eye on the end of it, glowing you, gripping your eyes, following, whirling around. Now, I'd call for you to make a wisdom save, Jethro, but you can choose to fail it.
Oh yeah,
if you want to.
I'm gonna let this guy do his thing. I don't have a problem with this guy. I don't trust that Galazar freak.
Yeah.
This guy seems cool. I want to see what he can do.
Sergeant Over. Yeah. If you hadn't trusted him before, you definitely would now. He's consistently impressed you, Jethro. Like more than anyone else. You wonder if anyone else really gets what's going on with this guy. But the coolness with which he's comported himself, the
everyone else is a loser.
The kind of subtle, quiet authority with which he directed his soldiers. I mean, that was really impressive what he did earlier on. You are charmed by him. And before you realize it, he has come over and says, very well. Mr. Remind us of your name, please, sir.
Jethro.
Jethro, would you stand on your head, please, Jethro?
I'll put my head on the ground and then I'll try and get both my feet on top of it like this.
You probably can.
That sounds like an acrobatics check.
Yeah.
He actually tries to stand on his own head.
Just don't stomp down.
Oh god, I actually rolled bad. It's still 12.
Here, no, you can
12.
have my. I want you to succeed.
Okay.
You can have my inspiration.
Okay.
Jed
It's an important
gives
not
party inspiration.
Well,
You
it's
wasted it with
14.
bullshit.
It's 14.
Yeah.
So yeah, I put my head on the ground and trying to stand on it.
14 is
proud of
enough
us
to
for
get
wasting
yourself into quite an impressive contortion. And then he says, now from that position, Jethro, why don't you regale us with a song from your childhood? Okay, because I'm not going to ask you to sing personally.
It's going to make one up.
But you're welcome to make one up if you'd like.
I like
just
rocks,
tell us
I like trees, I like smashing birds and bees. Smash them all and drink some grog, and then I'm going to kill all the frogs.
Hey, give him an inspiration, Jed. That was amazing.
Yeah. I think so. That was very good. Well done, guys. Yeah. There we go. Easy come, easy go. Yeah. Singing at the party is encouraged at the table. Put that on your boat at the table there. Yeah. Well done. And the rest of the wizards at the table will clap. Very well. Stand. Relax yourself.
Oh, cheers.
He looks pleased with you, and the warmth of this man, Daniel Over, looking pleased with you, that means the fucking world to you.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Indeed, just the anger that you have carried inside you, like if he can be pleased with you for just a little bit more, like a little bit more pleased with you, like that might fill that hole that you've been carrying around for
this is exactly
weeks
how it
now,
felt when I met Sean.
months. Yeah. That's exactly it. Yeah, absolutely. Like, yeah, his approval, that's what you need in life.
That's great.
Okay. Who is next?
who would like to go next? I believe there are a couple of you, although Galazar himself has yet to take his turn.
I think it's just me and Tor, isn't it?
Of those present,
everyone have to come outside. We'd all have to stay outside unless you want me to blow a hole through your roof.
Oh, that's exciting. I dare say, do it. Let's do it. Blow the hole.
Okay.
Did
need to look at the thingy for the
you
staff.
have to understand, Galazar, Thor is a very literal portal. He's going to do it.
Oh yeah, if you want him to show, he could really show off when he wants to.
Not quite sure.
I am going to stab me staff into the ground and fucking turn it into a tree.
Okay.
Tall,
Great.
20 foot in radius.
20 foot in radius.
5 foot diameter trunk.
That's the whole room.
60 foot tall.
Sorry,
5 foot diameter. Okay. Yeah.
No, the trunk is a 5 foot diameter. The branches at the top are.
Yeah.
20 feet out.
He just made a 60-foot tree straight through the roof of this building.
I'll just have lifted my vodka from the tray before he casts it, so it doesn't spill.
Yeah.
Sick.
Exquisite.
Okay, I haven't seen him do that before.
And the wizards are up and investigating it and looking close and say, yeah, I can see that it's the same wood. Yes, this burl is the knot that you held. This is where you put your hand earlier. Excellent. Yeah. Oh, well done. Yeah. I'm clapping to you. Absolutely. There are bits of ceiling around the place. Would anybody else like to try and protect their drinks?
Yes. I would just reflexively cover the top with my hand.
Yeah, absolutely. Okie dokie.
That doesn't disappear, does it, Tor?
He can dispel it with a magic action. He can put it back to its normal form. It does specifically state any creature in the tree falls when it reverts to its staff. Yeah, but just squirrels falling into the shop.
Well, there you go, see? I hope you don't mind fixing your roof, but
Pish posh. Are you going to retract it back to the staff now?
If anyone wants to climb up and have a look around before I call it back down, you're more than welcome.
The sergeant says, looked like it might rain earlier.
I'll have a look.
I think it was due on.
I'll climb up and peek out of the roof, see if it's raining.
Excellent. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's wet up here. It's definitely a real tree as well.
So
when you climb up onto the roof, Jethro, looking around, a cluster of birds have made a nest around the chimney breast, almost as though they've made it like a kind of ring around the chimney. This cluster of trees, that sort of thing. There's more than one bird coming and going. Jethro, make a nature check.
Ooh, it's not good. 2.
2 total. Okie dokie. Yeah, you just take a moment to enjoy seeing them pop up, look over.
Birds.
One hops on its foot. It's quite unperturbed by you. It has a kind of purple to its feathers. It takes a twig from the tree and hops back over, stuffs it into the the cluster of twigs, leaves, other detritus that is the nest.
Might be a good idea, that, mate. All right. Cool. Guess I'll go back inside. My drink's in there.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie.
Climb down, I'll it says a magic action, so what, that spend a fucking spell
just
slot?
a magic action.
No, it's just yeah.
Cool. Now
Yeah.
we'll retract it once he's down.
Yeah. The rain is light. It's but it's enough to come down now towards the table.
Definitely.
Galazar steps forward and casts a spell. Resilient sphere into the hole, and it makes a kind of lattice work across the hole high up in the roof to prevent the rain from coming down. That's simply exquisite. Well done to all of you. Well. And you've all had time to peruse the shop, I imagine. Very well. I suppose an exquisite little soiree. Would anybody care for another drink? And without even waiting for answers, Galazar ducks behind the curtain. The moment he's out of the room, Gleetide is looking on to you all. You all I know who you are. You are all the ones that came by the hall a couple of weeks ago. Visited a particular vault, dealt with Mr. Hadley, didn't you?
Yes. That's us.
This vault.
Oh, that reminds me, actually.
I pull out Artificer 301 that I've had in my pocket. This vault.
Yeah.
Put it back in my pocket.
Fortunate problems in the south. You know, the kings, the supply of the king, the wood to the king, all that sort of thing. It was for the navy.
Not to mention all those
does remind me, actually,
dangerous robotic experiments that were going on there.
I'm going to reach into my bag of holding, rummage around, and pull out a book of schematics that I have.
Okay.
Automaton. I believe this is the property of the hall of artificers.
Oh yeah, you can have
We
this
found
key
it
if you want.
Travels.
I don't know why.
She blinks graciously. Two hands accept it, and this is a book that you can hold quite comfortably in one, but for her being a gnome, it takes her the two. She looks it over. Where in Knights did you find this?
We found this in the home of an elf down south who was working the forests, I believe. Isn't that true?
Or did we get it?
I think so. I think that's where you found it. You didn't get it from the Claxtons.
What about the automatons in the tunnel in Artificer Place? Or was the book not in the same location?
No, I think we had the book, and before we went
I don't remember the book, so I just remember fighting them bloody robots.
It was I can't remember the elf's name off the top of my head. Most unusual.
Movis.
Maybe it's this drink. Hovis, that was it.
Movis.
Yeah.
He did make some mighty fine bread.
Yeah. Particularly shitty ships.
I don't care for that now, but they say there's a warrant out for all of your arrest. Some other wizard came by. Sane will nod. She came to see us as well.
That'll be Ushad. Yes,
yes,
no,
you shot yourself.
We spoke with her. We spoke with her.
Spoken to her, and
yes, she's down south in Ansel at the moment. We met with her there and explained ourselves. And we have important business up with Hessine in Helgwade, so she allowed us to continue on.
And how by the dark did you escape from your shed? She seemed quite formidable.
Does it? What's that matter?
Well, only...
What's it to you?
This is Thane
persuaded
speaks.
her of our cause.
Seems like quite the call, gentlemen.
Well, I wouldn't jump to any conclusions without reading the last chapter, so to speak.
Galazar steps up through the curtain. Says, yes, okay, here's on for another round. Who's on for another round?
Oh, yes, please.
Here we are.
I'll stick to the wine.
Passes out vodkas around the room. Who's passing up on a vodka? Who's not drinking?
I'm going to take one, Jed, but I'm not going to drink it.
I'm going to continue with my wine because I've had the vodkas earlier. I don't want to unsettle my stomach.
Sergeant Overt will also hold his hand up. And say, no,
no butthole flash.
Not another for me.
Yeah, I had a full screen.
Very good.
Yeah.
Oh, so it looks like it's just the pair of us. Hold up the glass towards Galazar.
Thane will take one. Mrs. Gleetide will take one. She will knock hers back quite quickly. Say, well, we were just speaking to your guest about business in the capital. Do you know it's interesting being here in Borolar, where all these refugees are indeed coming from. We're feeling rather swarmed by them down in the city, occupying what was the East End, and then they've made that enormous camp out on the west side, the West End, by the gates there. And things are in all sorts of trouble, all sorts of states of disarray. I mean, what happened with the post office, and now...
What happened with the post office?
I don't suppose you will have heard. It was destroyed, a flash of fire, or smoke rising from it one morning. I must confess I was on a late shift myself. I wasn't around to hear it, but first-hand accounts say that it was quite ghastly upon first sight. Nobody hurt, you understand. It was before they'd opened up for the day, but... Well...
Oh my god, it's Ted Kaczynski.
Oh, the communications are down. This could mean only one thing. Invasion.
I think you'll find it was probably Oswald. Anyway, carry on.
Something's afoot in any case. I'm going to encourage you all to forget that Sam said that.
I've already forgotten.
Yeah, it's fine.
I remember who was.
Ted Kaczynski didn't shoot JFK.
No, none of you will know.
No.
It's fine.
Oh, look at that boy.
Hell of a cat. But, well, we're doing what we can to shore up the artifice and double checks on security and whatnot. We could do with some of your men there, Sergeant. You seem like a stout fella, and he nods. Yeah.
Damn
it. Overt's been quiet for a couple of moments now. Jethro, you feel the warmth. You feel like whatever he might say would be important, and this is important to him. But it's Thane that steps forward towards Overt. He taps Galazar on the shoulder just briefly.
pushes him back slightly, and Thane himself, for the second time this session, is going to cast Modify Memory against Sergeant Overt. Now, Jethro, you are still charmed. I am going to give you an opportunity to intervene if you would like before we make the wisdom save on that.
When did he cast it before?
No, Thane hasn't cast it yet,
right,
but someone else cast it earlier.
So he's trying.
Yeah, that's what you said to him.
Oh yeah, if I see him doing magic shit, I'll be like, whoa, easy, Tiger.
Not on my beloved.
What are you doing? This guy's all right. He's with me.
He's raising it. He's casting. He's going to cast the spell. I'm going to give.
I'm going to cast Charm Person on Jethro.
You okay?
What? Okay.
But I say you don't actually need to do that. Like as soon as Tongi sees Jethro step up and be like, whoa, Tongi's going to get suspicious and use Channel Divinity.
Okay.
What's happening?
So we have a number of things all going on.
I'm trying to stop this guy from casting a spell.
So we have a number of things all potentially going on at once.
Though, so I kind of know what he's going to cast.
Yeah, he's going to clear that guy's mind so that he forgets everything that's happened in this, because he's not.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Be privy to it, maybe. Yeah, because you're charmed by it.
Maybe we should make this fucking checks notes bitch forget what happened, since she's all up in our grill with the fucking Ushad stuff. Carry on.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to invite those of you who want to intervene here to roll initiative, because we have a few people wanting to do things all at the same time.
Good idea. I got nat 20. 25.
Oh, motherfucker. Oh, I got 13.
Can we use an inspiration to make him re-roll that?
I don't know if you have to do it.
I'm the only one who's got one left, I think.
So you guys
I've still got mine.
I have as well.
Because you're generally playing against each other here.
Okay. I'm about to start swinging. Gonna knock all of you out. None of these get NPCs.
Yeah, I don't.
Are you guys positioning yourself on the board?
No.
Do position yourselves on the board so that I can keep track of it if you don't mind.
Okay.
I'm going to watch.
Glee Tide.
If not participating in this, I'm not going to kind of invite anything.
Who's doing the thing to Overt? Was it Galazar?
Thane is going to step forward to try and cast the spell. So I'm Thane is there at the top of the board. I'm
confused. You wanted to put us on the initiative. I thought you meant you wanted to position ourselves.
No, not on the board.
So I was looking at the counters and like, where are these guys? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Shit it all.
Forceful stroking.
Oh shit! I'm missing it.
I'm finished now. I just grabbed him and put him in my lap and forcefully stroked.
It's fine. He's facing the camera. It's great. Yeah.
For Galazar as well. Okay.
He's watching Gav's hand. Oh no, he's watching Jed's hand. You're black.
Okay, impressive. Okay. Now, Jethro, what you see is Thane cross the room so that he is quite close to Overt and is locking eyes with him and is shaping his hands with the beginning as though he is going to cast a spell.
Yeah, so I'll just be like...
You don't know exactly what's going on with it, but I will allow
he's pointing at Overt.
Not yet.
Right, but can I tell that he's going to cast a spell at Overt? Because that's
you can make an insight check.
It is a nat 20 again.
It is a nat 20. Yeah, you can tell Thane is moving with intent. He is preparing to cast a spell. His eyes are locked directly onto Over. You can tell exactly what is going to happen. You don't know what kind of spell he is going to cast.
I'm okay. Yeah, then I'm going to go easy, Tiger, and like try to push his arm out of the way so he's not pointing at like you like whoa. It's just pointing a gun. Whoa.
What I will do is I will give Thane advantage on the save. Okay. Does that sound like a fair benefit for what you're doing here?
You sure? What am I trying to do? I mean,
yeah. Well, if you're trying to or otherwise,
save for what is what I mean.
Yeah,
like
it's
a grapple? I can do that.
The spell is no. Sorry, I'm misspeaking. I'll give you a choice. Either you can make some kind of charisma roll to try and put him off, an intimidation or a persuasion check, something like that. You're not making an attack.
As more as like I'm trying to disrupt his spellcasting by like interfering with his hand.
What I meant to say then is that I will give overt advantage on the save against the spell. Sorry, my tongue is tired.
Right. Okay. Yes.
So if you're trying to disrupt the spellcast,
yes, that's exactly what
the spell from going off. But what you can do is you'll complicate it, so you'll give over an advantage.
Oh, well, I was trying to stop it from going off, but yeah, if it complicates it, that works.
Yeah.
Please don't turn it into a frog.
Yeah. I don't think you've got anything in particular that will block a spell from going off. There are specific character abilities that will do that.
Like, hey, easy, Tiger. Stop it.
Okay. Tor, you are sitting back, is that right?
Yep.
Yep, no problem. That's all right. Okay.
Oh, fucking back pain.
Thane is going to cast the spell. I'm going to give over. Now, for wisdom, I'm going to make certain of this. Sorry, I'm flicking between a couple of different things. Here we are. I just want to make sure I've built this character properly. Here we go. Yeah, that is right. Okay. So, Overt has a +2 on this save. The DC is 19, because Thane is a well-practiced wizard. So I want to be really fair on this. But he has advantage. That's not going to save him.
Fair enough.
And Thane, yeah, absolutely. First of all, then, the charm wears off very quickly.
Mine.
The charm effect that is on you wears off very quickly. And you see what Thane is doing with as clear eyes as anyone else. Overt relaxes, his eyes glaze, he wobbles slightly in his spot. And Thane leans in very close to his ear. Says, "You have had a wonderful evening. You did not learn that the men you kept company with were wanted, or in any way embroiled with otherworldly creatures, or other plots which may concern the crown and national security. Instead, all were pleasant, and you remain confident that those granted the rank of King's Ward, want only what is best for the realm, which, as far as you are concerned, means they want what is best for the king." And he pats over squarely on the back and winks at the rest of you.
Catching strays. I'm still not okay with this, but I understand. I don't know. If the guy's just saying the guy's forgotten that we're bad men, then I'm kind of like conflicted. I still like Overt. I think he's cool.
Yeah.
But,
well,
yeah.
I think it's better him thinking that we're not bad men than us having to kill him.
Yeah, I guess. Don't want him to go and tell his army buddies that we're fucking traitors or whatever, yeah.
Because then you'd have to kill him.
Well,
Exactly.
yeah. We have to start the purge early.
And with that, gentlemen, I think I'll be taking my leave. It's, pardon the expression, a long trip back to the capital. Mrs. de Gleetide, would you care to share a circle? And he'll extend quicker arm. Gladly. Galazar, darling, it's been a pleasure. You, the rest of you, safe travels away in the north. I'd say give our best to Hessine, but in truth, I never met her. Ta-ta.
I'll keep quiet.
And they both step.
Oh, fuck.
They both step behind the curtain.
They just got what they wanted from us and fucked off. Bastards.
Yeah, I don't really know what happened there.
Any of you can make an insight check.
Wham, bam, what the fuck just happened? 13.
10. I am feeling the effects of my ale.
20.
Yeah, Sam, the I don't know what happened there persists.
Yeah.
Jethro, you've watched Thane modify Overt's memory without really explaining what he's doing here. But everybody seems to be happy and leaving. You've all learned a little bit, maybe. And then the two have buggered off sharpish.
Those guys are in cahoots.
With who?
Well,
Tongi,
don't worry about it for now. Ixnay.
Tongi, you're not entirely au fait with court politics and the nuances of why can't you just kill the person if you don't like them. But you do understand the benefit of saving lives. You do understand that sometimes a person knowing a secret makes it too dangerous for them to get away. And you do understand that sometimes principle makes you do things that you'd rather not. And in this case, Overt seems a man of principle. He seems a man of respect. And as Vic has said, I believe out of character, letting him go, knowing anything about you all and your involvement with, the warrant out for your arrest, it was clumsy of Mrs. Gleetide to even bring it up in front of him.
Mm.
But the fact that she's let things slip like that. You remember when I made that roll to let her put 2 and 2 together? The fact that Thane has spoken directly to Obadiah about the deep shit that you guys are in suggests that these two both probably know enough to know that the work you are doing is the right thing to do.
Finally, someone gets it.
They're not likely to be telling anyone they've seen you, and they are not likely to stand in your way in future. In fact, they may be counted on to be helpful allies.
Yeah, potential allies in the capital. That could be handy when we fight the king.
So they're actually down. DTF.
Down to clan.
Yeah. That was a pretty strong roll that you made there, Jamie. So, I think that's reasonable to tell you.
That's you guys have all done quite well at leveraging this, selectively giving away information, knowing which cards to play and which cards not to. So, I was really very surprised by you, Gav, showing them the books so early on.
Yeah, we all were.
Yeah.
I think everyone was. I was surprised that you guys were surprised. I thought it would be a way to discern if they were in our camp or another camp.
You know these people more than we do. I think that's why. None of us do.
But I don't get any malice from Galazar, and I know Thane to be a rational man.
Fucking kleptomaniac style, just wants to collect.
No, I don't even think he's klepto. I think he's just an obsessive, like, about magic. So, like, you could probably convince him to part massive sums of money if we gave him the Sift answer, for instance. But, like, yeah. Anyway. That was my take on them.
Yeah. No, quite reasonable. Glee-Tide, for the measure, if you'd just shown her the books, would not have been happy. And convincing her that the devil was real was really important.
That was fucking excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was good. Great.
So,
We can let that percolate in the whole of the art users.
Yeah, worthwhile using the inspirations for that. It seems daft, but yeah, it was worthwhile.
It's not daft. It was worthwhile.
Yeah. Excellent.
What would have been daft was using the inspiration to ruin each other's initiative rolls.
We used a lot of inspiration at the time. It's like 5.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Over, straightens up, blinks a little. Well, good night.
Night.
Good night.
Peace.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Turns to leave. Gus as well. Galazar is the last person left in the shop with the 5 of you. He says, well, gentlemen, thank you. Thank you ever so much for attending.
It's an interesting evening, Galazar. Thanks for hosting us.
Just
interesting.
Just satisfy my curiosity. Which of your trinkets, your toys, your show-offs was the thing you so desperately needed to seek out earlier?
This one. I'll do that misty step out the front of the shop and walk away. I'll misty step through, like I could see out the window, I assume. So
yeah, you
misty
absolutely
step
can.
into the street and just walk off.
Yeah. You've seen Gronon do it earlier on the day, so you know that'll work. Well, ever the showman. Well done to him.
He was the one carrying it, so.
Yeah, so see you later.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I think the answer was, I'm afraid, the one we didn't show you.
Oh, you tease. Well,
I'm going to turn and billow my cape and make it flip around like the guy in Green Wing when he's rocking around corners of his coat trying to do the. Yeah.
God, I fucking love that
Just going to do that as I turn and walk out. Yeah, me too.
Oh.
I guess next month it is then. Good evening, Galazar. And I'll just stroll mundanely out of the place.
Yeah. Excellent. The night is dripping wet. It is wet, that's for sure. And it is upon stepping out, upon feeling the already quite soft mud pooling around your boots, that you realize you haven't arranged anywhere to stay for the night. But it is distinctly night now. And you do feel awake enough that you could handle a little ride off into the night, should you choose.
We could do that.
Yeah, I think we'd travel overnight.
Yeah. We got horses
Stick to the
waiting.
east side of the road, at least 4 paces.
Yeah.
Pick up our horses. Get ready to move.
but perhaps we'll leave that for next week.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say?
5th session attempting to get to Hessine.
Yeah, we did procrastinate quite a lot on this one. I loved it.
Yeah,
was good.
This was good. This was good.
Awesome.
You guys got some good information there. Maybe the trip to the wine shop was excessive, but that's okay.
Yeah, this was buy a wine shop and then have a party episode. Should have had a party in the wine shop.
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought Galazar was going to end up dead by the end of the fucking session. So
Jeffro was just going to beat him to a pulp.
I thought shit was going to pop off when it was like, okay, which one of you is standing back? Yeah.
I'm glad to know I can still invoke tension in you guys.
Thank you for performing better than I've been able to.
Yeah, that was great.
This episode should definitely be called Jed's Performance or something on YouTube.
My throat hurts, man.
Yeah, me too. That's from being hard. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was wonderful. That was a great session. I had a great time. It was
glad to hear it. I'll monologue about the things that you all have sat through again in future.
Yeah.
Just tell the stories of the campaign. Yeah.
All right.
No.
I go to bed.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
I might actually be around tomorrow night, though. But bye.